Leave a like on this video right now to receive your very own nothing. What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new story. And just imagine that you're at camp, all excited to meet your new friends. And when you get to your cabin, you meet your bunkmate. And then you take a big ol' whiff of air and you literally keel over from the smell of your bunkmate. And yeah, you're just sitting there and you're just questioning your life at this point. So yeah, this is a story I'll be telling today. So sit back, relax, subscribe if you're new, and let's just jump right into it. So anyways, we're going to call the subscriber who submitted this story Brandon. So anyways, Brandon is going away to sleepaway camp and he's pretty excited. He gets there, his parents drop him off, and right away he's just excited to meet a whole new group of people. Brandon's gone to sleepaway camp before, but this is a whole new sleepaway camp to him, and he's not coming in with anyone because in the past he's gone to sleepaway camp where he's known people. And this is going to be the first time where he's gone in and he doesn't know anybody. He's excited to meet a whole new group of people. He's excited to meet his bunkmate, his cabin mate, the people in his group, the people he'll meet at camp. He's just really excited in general. So this is like an overnight wilderness type camp. It's pretty popular in the United States if you guys aren't from here, or that isn't a thing where you guys are. In fact, most of the camp stories I've told have had to do with like overnight wilderness camps, so that's just a testament for how popular they are. But anyways, let's just jump right into it. As you know, Brandon makes his way to his cabin as he is greeted by the camp counselor and the other people that will be in his group. There's a few people walking over to the cabin with Brandon, as well as the camp counselor. The camp counselor tells him that people have been coming in since 2 this afternoon. Brandon came there at 4:30 in the afternoon, and the camp counselor basically says, hey, like, people have been filtering in, or not filtering in, they've been trickling in. People will be still coming until 6, so, you know, you'll meet the last new person out around 6 or whatever. Then at 8, we're going to have a big bonfire as, like, to get everyone to, like, just to initiate everyone, to get them to know everybody, stuff like that. And, you know, at this point, you know, Brandon kind of says, hey, is my bunkmate there yet? Are the people in my cabin there? And, you know, the camp counselor's like, let me take a look at the list. And as they're walking over, he pulls out his clipboard. He's like, yes. And then he says the name, but we're going to call him Minecraft Kid because he brought one shirt and one hoodie, and they both happen to be Minecraft related. So we're going to call him Minecraft Kid. So he looks it up and he says, oh yeah, your bunkmate, his name's Minecraft Kid. Obviously says his real name, but for the story, we're going to say Minecraft Kid. Oh yeah, your bunkmate Minecraft Kid is actually there right now. So you'll be able to greet him when you go in there. So at this point, Brandon was pretty excited because, you know, his friend was, his new friend potentially, turns out not to be the case, but whatever, right? He goes up there and, you know, he opens the cabin door, he walks in and he enters the room. Boom! It's like he's hit with like a glass wall, dude. He breaks through the glass. It's like he walked into a thing of bricks. A thing of bricks. The smell is so pungent, so intense, so putrid that it's unlike anything he's ever smelled before. It's like he went inside of a cow's anus, dude. Okay, that's a little graphic. But anyways, yeah, Brandon is just so taken off guard. He basically collapses and disintegrates. But yeah, he looks, and the kid above him has already taken top bunk, and he's sitting there, and he's in a little creeper hoodie, right? He's like, what's up, man? My name is Minecraft Kid. Obviously says his real name, but says, I'm just going to insert Minecraft Kid instead. And immediately, Brandon is like, hey, man, how are you doing? Yeah, but anyways, he's like, hey, man, what's up? My name is Brandon. It's nice to meet you. And so, yeah, Brandon sits down on his bed. He has his suitcase or whatever, more like a backpack because he didn't bring that much. He's like unpacking all of his stuff. And while he's unpacking all of his stuff, he's just kind of thinking to himself, man, I mean, one would believe that by now, by this time right now, I would have gotten used to the smell. Like, one would have believed that at this point, I would have gotten used to the smell, but it really does not seem like I'm getting used to the smell right now. So yeah, this is not great. I am not sure how I feel about this besides, oh dear God, this is my life for the next week. And that was his life for the next week. And yeah, the night only gets worse because like the Minecraft Kid is literally just sitting above him, just like talking with other people coming in. And there's like other people to walk through, but this room, there's only one bunk. Most of the other rooms have multiple bunks, but this room, thankfully for the other campers, it just has one bunk. So it's literally just Brandon, and the Minecraft kid stuck together. Unfortunately for Brandon, right? So, Brandon was like, all right, I still smell this. The Minecraft kid jumps down from like the top bunk, right? And he lands on the ground and he lands facing away. And the Minecraft kid was not the smartest man on planet Earth. Why do I say that? Well, for many reasons. But specifically because the Minecraft kid only brought one pair of shorts. And the pair of shorts he brought were white. Dude, even myself, well, I find myself a pretty clean individual. I actually wash my sheets in college, which is, I think, better than 50% of the guys here, or just guys in general, right? That's pretty good. Even myself, white shorts are just dangerous, bro. It is just dangerous to have white shorts or white underwear. Even if you're a clean individual, I mean, you just get them dirty, right? It's just not worth it. But the Minecraft kid had a pair of what one would assume were white shorts at one point. However, there was a pretty unfortunately placed stain. There was a butt stain right on his butt. It was brown. It was disgusting. And Brandon was literally on the verge of puking out of his nostrils at this point. It was just so disgusting. It was so terrible. And this kid also smelled pretty bad as well on the way down. It's like on the way down, he just had a whiff of scent. Yeah, so that was one of the toughest nights. Eventually they go out to the campfire. Brandon meets a lot of other people he's pretty chill with. And overall, he's actually having a really great time at the camp, except for when he has to go back to his room. It's like every single time that Brandon returns to his room, he basically drops to his knees, gagging. However, right, the next day comes around. And the next day is the first actual day of camp. So this is the day where they actually are like, doing activities, doing whatever, right? And one of the first activities that they did campus-wide, right, as the whole camp, was a big game of hide and seek. However, this was a game of hide and seek in pairs. And the thing is, Brandon learned pretty quickly that this camp wanted you to make friends with random people, but they also wanted you to leave being really close to one person. They thought their kind of philosophy was, why be good friends with a lot of people when you can be great friends with one person? One good friend is better than 10 acquaintances. I genuinely kind of do agree with that. However, in this case, that was bad. You know why? Because you know how they chose this one person that you were going to be super quote-unquote close with? They just made it your bunkmate. So yeah, this big game of hide and seek, you were told that you had a partner that you had to hide with, and that partner was your bunkmate. Brandon already knew that this was going to be bad. So Brandon goes and finds the Minecraft kid, and the Minecraft kid is getting super into it. He was like, dude, I play this mini game in Minecraft where I hide. I think he was doing like what was that? What's the Hypixel mini game where there's like one person who's secretly it or whatever, and like murder mystery. Yeah, he's like plays that all the time. So he's like, I'm really good at this because you do something in a video game, you're getting good in real life. Because if you're good at Wii tennis, then you're great at regular tennis, obviously. But anyways, they start walking around, and the person who's it, or it's actually like probably like 4 or 5 pairs since it's the entire campus who's it, they start counting down from like 90 seconds, so they got a lot of time. But Brandon, the Minecraft kid, start going around trying to find a spot. So Brandon is really hoping that they'll hide in a place where him and the Minecraft kid do not have to be physically that close, because Brandon does not know if he can survive being physically that close to the Minecraft kid. It's already kind of a close call having him be in such close quarters anyways. So to have him that close to the Minecraft kid, it's already a bit of a stretch. I'm not going to lie, right? I'm not going to lie. It's already a bit of a stretch. So they're looking around, and Brandon sees this house. A little tiny playhouse, right? It's a miniature house that was like made for, I don't know, it was like made for like messing around in, and it's like kind of like a cool art piece or whatever. And Brandon's like, oh, dude, we should hide in there, because they could hide in separate corners of the house or whatever, or behind the wall separately. But the Minecraft kid's like, dude, that's not a good place. It's like too obvious. But you know what a place that isn't obvious? There. He points to a bush. And yes, the bush would have been a really good hiding spot, but there was really only room for 1.5 individuals, which means they would have had to really cram. And the Minecraft kid's like, dude, we're going to have to really cram in there, but it's going to be so worth it. At this point, Brandon is just like, oh no, dude, no way. And the Minecraft kid's like, okay, he doesn't say that out loud, but Minecraft kid's like, hurry, hurry, because the people that were counting down are like 10, 9, 8, and, you know, Brandon's like, okay, how bad can this really be? Brandon hops in the bush, and that's when the Minecraft kid hops in the bush after him. But the Minecraft... Oh my God. Sorry, I'm... Reading this story is kind of paining me. The Minecraft kid jumps in butt first. And he's... strap in, boys and girls. This is quite a story. He jumps in butt first and smudges his butt against Brandon's shirt. And Brandon, okay, so first of all, that happens. Second of all, he's now in a cloud of like actual toxicity. Like he's in a cloud of like you basically have the Minecraft wither effect. You're gonna die, bro. You're gonna die. So Brandon's kind of just sitting there, and he's like trying to breathe in, and he's trying to like lean his head out to breathe in, and Minecraft kid's like, don't put your head out, dude. You're gonna get caught. So Brandon's like, like he's actually choking up at this point. It is a struggle. It is hard. So at this point, Brandon, it's been about 30 seconds, and Brandon is like, dude, there is no way I'm going to survive this if I last in here for another like 5 seconds. Real quick, if you made it this far into the video, comment Minecraft down below. That'll be the secret word of the day. I'll try and heart as many comments as I possibly can that say Minecraft. And if you want to support the channel, literally the best possible thing that you can do for me or the channel in general, the community we have, the first best thing is finish this video. Watch it all the way through. That helps out more than you can imagine. And then the next thing that helps out a ton is when you have time, maybe right after this video, maybe later, binge watch my older videos. Just go ahead and watch a bunch of my videos in the background while you're doing something. And let me know in the comment section right now, what do you do while watching my videos? I'm genuinely super curious and I love reading it. And just to say thank you, I will try and heart and reply to as many comments that tell me what you guys do while binge watching my videos in the background. Anyways, let's get right back to it. So yeah, Brandon is now, first of all, he just got butt stained. He got butt stained by this kid, whatever that even is supposed to mean. And he's sitting in a cloud of stench. And he can't take it anymore, so he falls out of the bush. He pretends to lose his balance because they're kind of sitting in a very awkward position because they have to really cram in there. So Brandon pretends to fall out of the bush. And like he falls out and the guy is like, oh, found you guys or whatever. Minecraft kid is like, dude, why did you do that? And Brandon's like, haha, man, sorry. I lost my balance. It was a really good hiding spot, though. Too bad I just lost my balance, man. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Anyways, so they skip ahead a little bit. The rest of the day is actually pretty good. Remember, like this sounds like a horror story. Brandon actually had a overall really great experience at this camp, which means that the rest of the camp was so awesome that it counteracted how bad this part was. But anyways, it's the end of the day again, and they get back to their cabin, and Brandon is just, like, dreading going back to his cabin, because he knows that he's going to have to survive the night. This is like Five Nights at Freddy's, but every single night is, like, 20 mode, dude. Like, this is a struggle, bro. This is night 5. This is night 6, a secret new night invented just to make it more difficult. Yeah, but anyways, he gets there, and he sees the worst possible thing ever. He sees something so terrifying, so horrifying, that not the Ring is just like a little goofy kids movie in comparison. There is nothing scarier. The dark web has nothing that would scare him compared to this. Like a hacker could literally say, I'm in your house, and appear out of the closet with a massive machete and a Gatling gun, dude. It doesn't matter. It's not as scary as what this kid Brandon saw. What did Brandon see? You might be asking. Well, Brandon saw the Minecraft kid. Little Stinkers, right? That's not his new name, but yeah, the Minecraft kid sitting on his bed. Brandon had white sheets. So Brandon knew immediately that whatever damage was going to be done, which was going to be extensive, colossal damage, like the whole thing was, he's probably gonna have to burn his sheets when he gets home, but he knew that the damage that he's gonna see, that like the damage that will be done, he will see the damage, and then he'll have to sleep in it. So the Minecraft kid is sitting there. He's like, what's good, dude? Like, I was thinking we could have a little debrief about about the hide and seek thing so that later in the week when we do it again, we can do it even better. So yeah, there was like 2 hide and seek events or whatever. The first one they did on the first day, which happened that day. And there was also a final hide and seek event that happened on the last day. And like the winners got a special prize or something. So bunkmates would like talk to each other. It was really fun in general. Maybe not if you got the Minecraft kid as your mate or as your partner or whatever, right? But in general, it was pretty fun. So the Minecraft kid was talking to him about strategies and how to balance better. And he was like, I was learning when I was playing Minecraft or whatever. But the thing is, Brandon was not paying attention. Because Brandon was simply just, just thinking about, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. No. This cannot be happening. The Minecraft kid is stinking up my bed. Am I going to sleep on the floor? Am I going to sleep on the roof? Am I going to sleep in the river and hope I just drown at this point? Like, what am I actually going to do? Am I going to sleep standing up? Am I going to just walk 12 hours back home and sleep in my own bed? Like, at this point, what am I going to do? So eventually the Minecraft kid is done talking strategy. He's like, all right, let me know what you think. And Brandon's like, because he wasn't paying attention. He was freaking out the whole time. He was like, that sounds good, dude. Like, yeah, no, that sounds good. And the Minecraft kid's like, okay, cool. And he gets up and he walks up to his bunk. The second the Minecraft kid walks up, Brandon's eyes immediately look right where the Minecraft kid was sitting. And sure enough, there was a big old butt stain. And Brandon was like sick to his stomach. He was gonna puke. He was weak. Because yes, the one place he could call home at this camp, his bed, his nice, beautiful bed, that was already kind of contaminated from just like stink that fell from the top bunk down, had a big, massive butt stain on it. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. So Brandon got close and he just took off his sheet. He literally just removed the sheets. He was going to sleep on a bare mattress. He checked. Brandon actually checked to see if the butt stain leaked through. Nope, thankfully. He was not going to have to sleep on the bed springs. Dude, imagine like it just seeped through and he has to sleep on the bed springs for the next 4 days or whatever, or 4 nights. So he takes off his sheets, just puts them in his bag. He's like, these are done. Like, these are done, right? Yeah, that night was, it was tough because Brandon's like, if this kid sits on my bed again, I bet I could flip over the mattress. But if he sits on my bed a third time, I'm actually going to have to sleep in the bed springs. Yeah, I'm just not trying to do that. So anyways, the next day comes around, and we're just going to skip the day because it was normal, it was good. Brandon had a lot of fun, didn't sleep that well because he's like inhaling toxic fumes or whatever the entire night. But eventually they do a little, what they call a little check-in. So the camp counselor walks in, and he's basically saying like, hey, just want to make sure. Because look, a lot of these, these are kids, right? Brandon was 15, Minecraft kid was 14. These are kids that are away from their parents, not having their parents check in on them every 5 seconds to make sure that they're functioning. So they're just like, all right, you guys are like changing your clothes every day. You're taking a shower. Like, and one of the camp counselors was like, I'm going to not watch you take a shower. That would be very sus. The camp counselor vented if he did that. I'm a grown man and I just said that. Anyways, the camp counselor's not, I'm going to watch you shower. But he was like, I'm going to like wait until you go into the shower, take a shower, change back into your clothes and walk out here. Because the camp counselor one day was like, this cabin smells. I was going to say reeks, but that has different connotations, right? He was like, this cabin smells. And like, I'm not going to like, I know that you guys have not been showering. And like the other kids were being kind of stinky too, but they were on a whole different level, right? They might have smelled a little unpleasant, but they didn't smell like the insides. You know that, the Star Wars, the 5th movie, Revenge of this. No. Empire Strikes Back, when like Han Solo has to save Luke by cutting open that animal. Yeah, the Minecraft kid probably smelled like the inside rotting guts of that animal, right? Anyways, though, so the camp counselor comes around, and he's just kind of checking in. He's like, all right, Brandon, go take a shower. I'm going to wait till you're done. So Brandon goes in, he takes a shower, whatever, right? Comes out smelling nice and clean. And he looks at the Minecraft kid, and the Minecraft kid looks at him back. And the camp counselor's like, this room's pretty bad smelling, and I want to make sure you guys are taking your showers. So Minecraft kid's like, okay, I'll take a shower. He goes in, turns on the water, and like, okay, Brandon doesn't know this, but he knows for a fact that this kid did not shower. Allegedly, the Minecraft kid goes in there, turns on the shower water, puts his head in for a second to make it look like his head is wet, so it looks like he took a shower, and like just sat there for like 5 minutes when the water was running. Turns off the water, comes out in the same clothes, and the camp counselor is like, you didn't change your clothes. And the Minecraft kid's like, no, I just have the same pair. I just really like this creeper shirt, so I have two of the same ones. The truth is, the Minecraft kid was bluffing. If the camp counselor said, hey, can I see the other creeper shirt? His, the lie would have been up. The gig would have been up, essentially, right? But yeah, the Minecraft kid was almost cleaned, but nope, he's a Minecraft kid. What did you guys expect? So the next day was where things got a little bit interesting. The Minecraft kid comes up to Brandon at lunch, and Brandon and the Minecraft kid sat at different tables because the Minecraft kid met people that he was more friends with, like other people who played stuff that he liked, like Minecraft or Roblox or something. And Brandon was more of a sports guy, so his friends were more like sports related or whatever. But one day the Minecraft kid comes up to Brandon when he's sitting at his table, and he's like, hey man, I need your expertise. And, Brandon's like, yeah, what's good? And he's like, dude, I want to ask out Judy. And Judy was this girl who was 17 and was beautiful. She was like, everyone thought that like this girl was super hot. And she was also much older than them too. So immediately that's like, that already gives like plus 10 to whatever. If she was a 1, she would have been an 11, right? Because she was like older and these kids were like, oh my God, or whatever. But yeah, she was kind of just known as like the girl or whatever. But first of all, a million reasons. 1, Minecraft kid needs to take a shower if he wants a girlfriend. 2, he's 3 years younger than her. 3, they've never spoken before. And 4, it's just simply not going to happen. However, Brandon didn't want to be a massive jerk, right? And he was like, all right, man, like, why do you want to like ask her out? Minecraft kid's like, because she's beautiful. And he's like, yeah, okay, I agree with that. Have you ever spoken to her before? Minecraft kid's like, well, no, but we're going to go on a date, so I'll speak to her on the date. And Brandon's like, you guys are going on a date? For a second, he was legitimately like, oh my God, like, I never thought I would see crazier, but oh my God. And he's like, well, no, I have to ask her out on a date first, but I was wondering if you could go talk to Judy and see how she'd feel, And at this point, Brandon was like, okay, like, it's interesting. Like, I'll definitely be entertained by whatever happens, but okay. And remember, the Minecraft kid was not a bad kid. Even though he smelled bad, that does not make him that does not mean that he was a bad individual. Okay, guys? Be nice. Be much nicer than I am while I'm telling the story. So Brandon already kind of knows the answer, but he wants to go up, and he's like, you know what? Maybe. I'll be the one to see, because maybe Judy likes guys 3 years younger than her that smell bad. Maybe she's kind of a cougar. Who knows, dude? So he goes up to Judy. He's like, hey, like, Judy, because they'd spoken like once or twice. I think they had a camp activity together or something like that. So they were friendly. They weren't friends by any means, but they were friendly. You know what I mean? They were cool. And, he goes up, he's like, hey, so I think I might already know the answer to this question, but, my cabin mate, he thinks you're very nice looking, and he was wondering if you wanted to go on a date with him. And she's like, oh, who's your cabin mate? Because, Brandon always hung out with like the sports guys and the athletic baseball guys, and Judy was like, oh, maybe it's one of those 16-year-old, like, the baseball guys with their, like, I don't know, their long hair, what are those cuts called? I'm actually being an idiot. The mullets, oh my God, my mullet daddy ears. I don't know, something stupid, right? And not saying mullets are stupid. I couldn't pull it off. Maybe you can. And Brandon's like, well, about that. So, do you know, and then says the name of the Minecraft kid. And she's like, huh? What? Because she probably already had like a few of like Brandon's friends in her mind, and she's already like imagining situations with them or whatever, right? And he's like, the guy over there. And Brandon points to the Minecraft kid, and she's like, oh no. Oh, dude, it's so painful. She's like, no, man, I was in a group with him. dude is so stinky. I can probably smell him from here. God, he reeks. He's awful. Judy's not the nicest girl, right? And Brandon's like, oh, I'm going to take that as a no. And Judy's like, yes, take that as a mega no. So Brandon walks back over, and Brandon's thinking to himself, Minecraft Kid's a good kid. I'm not going to be that guy. But I do need to make sure it's clear to him. And Brandon goes up and says, hey, Judy's very flattered by like the offer, right? But she actually already has a boyfriend. And she said, though, and he kind of made this up, but like, whatever, lol. He's like, she did say, maybe in the future, you never know. But right now she's a boyfriend and she can't really be doing that. The Minecraft Kid's like, okay, I might still ask her out either way. And Brandon's like, no, you should not do that. Please do not do that for your own sake. So yeah, Brandon was, a good guy in that situation and didn't let the Minecraft Kid get into any nonsense. But everything would change that night. That night was quite a night. So he gets back, and Brandon goes back to his bunk, expecting to see the Minecraft Kid there. The Minecraft Kid is not there. No one is never not in their cabin by nighttime. And it turns out that, Brandon goes to sleep, and the Minecraft Kid is nowhere to be found. The Minecraft Kid is quite, in fact, missing in action. So the next day, he goes up to his camp counselor early in the morning when he wakes up, as they kind of have breakfast as a group, and then they go off and disperse. And they can have lunch with whoever, but breakfast they have together. And he says, hey, I didn't see Minecraft Kid last night. And the camp counselor kind of has a look on his face. He's like, yeah, the Minecraft Kid is not in the camp anymore. And he's like, what? He's like, why? And the camp counselor's like, I can't really disclose that. But he said that he really loved having you as a roommate. And, Brandon both felt concerned, but also, felt a little bad because he was like, oh, my God, this kid's the worst. But that at breakfast, Brandon was really curious. What happened to the Minecraft Kid? Mr. Stink himself. And one of the kids, leaned over to Brandon and said, hey, meet me after breakfast. I have answers. And, Brandon immediately knew. They both just knew what they were talking about. So after breakfast, Brandon goes up to him. He's like, dude, what happened to my roommate? He's like, so, this is, what I heard. I overheard some stuff. And, I also heard some stuff from other people. None of this is 100% fact, but I'm pretty sure this is correct. And Brandon's like, yeah, just tell me what's up. And he said, basically, there was, a health inspection, a random one, and they found the Minecraft Kid stuff. They deemed it as a as a safety risk for everyone else. And they went up to the Minecraft Kid and basically told him that if he did not take an actual shower right now, that they were going to have to remove him from camp. Apparently, the Minecraft Kid said no, and that he liked his natural aroma. And after that, they basically told him that he could no longer go to the camp, and apparently, he just left a pile of his clothes around, and it was just so putrid, and it was they tested it or something. They thought it was actually going to spread diseases or something. So they asked him to leave. His parents picked him up hours later or whatever. And yeah, so that's why. And Brandon's like, wow, are you serious? And the kid's like, well, that's just I overheard bits of it. I overheard the camp counselor talking with one of the health inspector people that worked at the camp, as well as talking to the head of the camp. Everyone else was back, was out doing their events, but I went back because I wasn't feeling that good. I had a stomach ache, so I went back to my cabin to sit down, and I overheard them talking with each other, and that's basically what they said. And Brandon was like, wow, that's actually crazy, right? Dang. So anyways, at the final day of hide and seek, Brandon has to do it alone. But Brandon, in the spirit of Minecraft Kid, he knew that Minecraft Kid wanted him to win. So Brandon decided to buckle in and just lock in and win this for Minecraft Kid. Win this for Mr. Stink himself. So Brandon, he found the spot, the perfect spot that he knew that Minecraft Kid would have wanted him to win, right? The spot that Minecraft Kid would have wanted him to go to. He goes in it. He's perfect. He's silent. He's still. And Brandon, he wins the championship. And he dedicates his victory to his former roommate, Minecraft Kid. Click on the video on screen right now. I know you'll enjoy it. How's it going, everyone? Hope you're having a great day today, because today we have probably one of the most insane stories about a Minecraft kid to date. I mean, you do not want to miss this, so sit back, relax, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and let's call today's subscriber who submitted this story, let's call him Dave. So anyways, right, Dave was in the 3rd grade, and in the 3rd grade, like at this time, Minecraft was huge. I mean, Minecraft was really big now, but it was like really, really big back in like 2013, 2014. Dave is quite older, but this is a story from back in his childhood. So anyways, right, one thing that was starting to get pretty big, 2015, 2016, I don't totally know exactly when the story happens, was something called, Minecraft PvP, where basically people would fight each other in Minecraft. And there was this kid in Dave's class who we're going to call Ben, because of course we're going to call him Ben. So anyways, right, Dave and Ben, they weren't necessarily best friends, but they started to get to know each other because they both were really into the whole Minecraft player versus player battles. And so they would start to like play a little bit, with each other after school. They would go on Minecraft servers and they would fight each other, and it was actually quite fun. So Dave and Ben started to become friends in class. And the thing is, though, Dave was not friends with Ben after what is about to happen, which is absolutely crazy, but you'll have to wait for that one, right? So anyways, right, Dave and Ben, they're talking at recess. So there's a swing set at this school's recess, at the school's playground. So Dave and Ben, they're both on the swings, and, Ben is like, man, I don't know, I really don't like Miss Davenport. So Miss Davenport's going to be the name of their teacher for their math class. And Dave's like, dude, I know, she's the worst. And Ben's like, bro, like, I wish I could just, like, spend my entire day getting better at Minecraft PvP, like, learning how to, like, be better, but instead I have to spend all this time learning my times tables, bro. I hate those. Little side note, I hated my times tables, because I would be, like, timed to be, like, you have to do all these in 1 minute. I'm terrible under pressure. I did not like those. But anyways, Dave and Ben, they were talking about how they really didn't like, the math they had to do in their class, and how they thought that their teacher was, like, extra mean, even though Dave tells me in retrospect the teacher was actually super normal. Like, she was, like, honestly just trying to teach them the fundamentals of math that they would need for, like, the next 7 years of schooling. But at that time, Dave and Ben, the Minecraft kid, they just didn't get that. So Dave and Ben decided that, they were going to pull a prank on their teacher to somehow get more time to play Minecraft. So what they were going to do is they were going to find a way to bring their, like, computers into class and to play Minecraft, like, during class, so that they can, because, like, what they were thinking is Dave and Ben, the Minecraft kid, were like, you know what? I hate math. When am I actually going to use it? But you know what I'm using every day? My Minecraft player versus player battle skills. Oh yeah, baby. So yeah, basically they were thinking to themselves, like, we gotta practice in class because we're wasting all of our time doing math. This is ridiculous. So anyways, they conjure up a plan, and the whole plan is that they will, like, put their backpacks on their desk, because they actually had pretty big desks, and they would also sit all the way in the back of class, and their backpacks would be, like, on the desk enough so that it would be kind of blocking their computers. Then they'd whip out their computers, and, they would have their mouses or whatever, and then they would play Minecraft in class, and they just, like, attach to the school Wi-Fi. This was so far back then that, like, the school Wi-Fi, like, people, like, the administrators in the school didn't even know about, like, how to do, like, Wi-Fi blocking. You know how, like, when you go to school Wi-Fi, you can't look up certain sites or use certain things? This was back in the day when, like, they didn't even know about this. They're just like, oh, internet connection, cool. Anyone can use it. We don't really care. I don't know if every school was like this, but at least Dave and Ben's school was like this. So anyways, the next day rolls around, and they bring their computers into school. And on the way out, Dave's mom was like, oh, honey, why do you have your computer with you? And, Dave was like, I need to think quick on the spot. He's like, we need it for class. And Dave's mom's like, oh, cool. So anyways, Dave goes into school. He meets up with Ben before class. He's like, bro, are you ready? And Ben's like, yeah, dude, I got my PC. I'm ready for this. So they go into class, and they both sit in the back of the class. And the teacher's like, all right, class, today we'll be learning about long division. By the way, screw long division. That is the worst thing ever. But anyways, right, so Dave and Ben, they're sitting in the back of class. They pull out their backpacks, and they put them on their desk.
And the teacher kind of looks over and doesn't think anything of it. She's like, weird. But if you want to have less desk space, then be my guest, bro. Like, that's not on me, that's on you, so whatever. And then Dave and Ben, they pull out their computers and then they pull out their mice, and they barely have enough room to fit everything on there, but barely is still it. They still have enough room, even if it's barely enough room. So anyways, right, they get their laptops out, they connect to the Wi-Fi, they're like, all right, this is perfect. So they go on whatever player versus player Minecraft server where they can fight each other and other people. I don't know if it was Hypixel back in the day. I don't know if it was like a Bad Lion or whatever. I don't even know. I don't know the history that well. But they go on their server, right? And the thing about like Minecraft PvP, if you don't know, when you fight someone in Minecraft, you normally have like a sword. Normally, you can have like bow, rod, lava bucket. You can have a lot of stuff. But normally it's sword fighting, and for sword fighting, you need to click. And neither of these kids had auto clickers or anything like this. So they wanted to swing their sword, they needed to click. And the thing is, right, they didn't have some kind of like ghost mouse that makes no sounds when you click it, which I don't know even if that's a thing, because like, why would you want that? Except for this very specific situation, which doesn't come up often. Well, actually, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not typically in class pretending to be like hiding behind like a backpack, secretly playing Minecraft, ignoring my math schools or my like math class or whatever. That doesn't normally happen. But anyways, right? So the thing is, for them to play, they need to be clicking. And remember, this class isn't super loud and rowdy, and no one else is on their computers, and no one else is clicking a mouse. So they don't even really think of this. They're just like, Dave and Ben are just so excited to the fact that they're able to play Minecraft during their math class that they legitimately just they get on the server and they go, actually, I have a mouse with me right now. They just start like going crazy, and they're clicking away and they're fighting people, and they're doing pretty well, right? So Dave is super focused right now. He's playing this kid who's actually pretty good, and they're really close. They're basically have the same number of hits, and he hears Ben whisper, Dave, 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 Dave. And Ben, and Dave's like, Ben, stop, I'm in the middle of a fight. And that's when the teacher says, then he hears his name again, but he hears Dave, and sure enough, it is Miss Davenport. And he looks up, and he immediately closes his computer. At this point, like, Ben is like, oh my God. And Dave is like, hi, Miss Davenport. How's it going, Miss Davenport? How's it going there? Haha, what's good? Miss Davenport, and sure enough, like, Miss Davenport's like, you two, you're coming with me. And they pack their bags, and they walk up to the principal's office, and they get in trouble because you're not supposed to be doing that in class. And, and the principal, ends up calling their parents. When Dave gets back, Dave's mom's like, you were playing Minecraft, you were playing, like, video games. I don't know if she knew if it was Minecraft exactly. So, you were playing video games in class. You're supposed to be paying attention. Like, this is foundational material for the rest of your, academic career. Like, you're going to be in college math class, and you're going to be thinking back, why didn't I pay attention to that long division? Bro, I've never done long division, like, since fourth grade, bro. Just a little tip. I mean, learn it because you need to pass, but I've never used that stuff again. Oh, my God. Anyways, though, Dave is not happy. And, Ben is also not happy. So the next day, while they did get in trouble, they still had their recess privileges. So they went out back to the swing set. And Ben was like, dude, Miss Davenport is the worst. And Dave's like, bro, 100%. She is the worst. Even though, like, in retrospect, Dave tells me that Miss Davenport was literally just doing her job, and that Dave back then and Ben, his friend, were just a bunch of dumb kids. But anyways, at the time, Dave and Ben were like, bro, she is the worst. We need to actually get back at her for what she did to us. Dave's like, bro, what were you thinking? And Ben's like, you know what? Last night, I was just so angry that I was sitting there, and I was just trying to come up with something. I was trying to come up with an epic prank that would truly get her. So Dave and Ben end up doing something which you guys will hear in just a little bit. That is something that I have to do a little bit of a disclaimer. Do not do this. I have personally never done it, and I actually don't know anyone who's done this. And it's also pretty illegal, and it's a jerk move, and you should never do something like this. That's just my disclaimer coming from me, so I can freely tell the rest of the story. So anyways, on the swing set, Dave and Ben, since they live close to each other and they're allowed to kind of roam around, Ben's like, dude, I figured out exactly where Miss Davenport lives last night. And Dave's like, bro, what? And Ben's like, dude, Miss Davenport, she lives really close to us. Like, she lives like 5 minutes away. And Dave's like, bro, okay, what do you want me to do with this information? And Ben's like, dude, my mom just bought eggs. And she probably, so much stuff goes in her fridge, she won't notice if she loses some eggs, right? And Ben's like, or Dave's like, bro, Ben, I don't understand what you're trying to say. And that's when Ben says, you and me, tonight, we're going to go egg her house for what she did to us. Real quick, if you made it this far into the video, comment door down below. That's for the OGs of this channel. If you don't get it, that's all good. But if you've been around for a while, that probably brought you back. But anyways, if you made it this far into the video, comment door down below, D-O-O-R, or the thing that, like, you know, you enter a house with or a building with. I just want to see how many people make this far into the video. And also, if you want to support the channel, literally binge watch these videos, like sit down and watch a bunch of story videos in a row. It really helps me out more than you can ever imagine. And let me know in the comment section what you are doing while binge watching these videos. Are you playing video games? Are you doing some artwork? Are you going to sleep? Whatever you're doing, let me know. I'll heart it. And I'll even sometimes throw up your comments on screen. So here are some people. Here's a little bit of a shout out to these people. If you want a bit of a shout out in a future video, just comment how you're supporting the channel. And yeah, let's get back to it. So anyways, right, at this point, Dave and Ben, you know, they kind of commit to, you know, doing the thing that they're going to do. And after school, you know, they basically have a plan to tell their parents that they're going on a nighttime walk at like 8, and then they're going to meet up at a certain place. So anyways, it's like 7:55, and Dave's starting to get butterflies in his stomach. Like, this is really crazy. He's starting to feel really, like, weird about this, but he's like, you know what, screw it. I'm just going through with it. So it's 8 o'clock. He walks out there, and he meets up with his friend Ben, and sure enough, Ben has 4 eggs in his hand. So they're not going to, like, you know, they're not going to load up a Gatling gun with 1,000 eggs and completely, like, I don't know, they're not going to turn her house into an omelet or anything like that, but they're still going to egg the house, which, once again, disclaimer, do not ever do. It's not even, like, cool or anything like that. You're an idiot if you do it. Anyways, because you will get in trouble, dumbass. But anyways, Dave and Ben, they start walking over, and they're hiding the eggs, right? They walk over to where Miss Davenport's house is, and they sneak around over, and then they hide in the bushes, right? And Dave turns to Ben. He's like, dude, are you sure about this? And Ben's like, don't forget what she did to us. And with that, Dave gets a little angry. He takes one of the eggs. He's like, on 3. And then Ben takes one of his eggs. He's like, all right. And Dave's like, 3, 2, 1. And then 2 eggs splat. And then he's like, all right, we got to fire this one quickly. They take both of them again. And sure enough, they got 4 eggs right across the side of the house, and this time they need to get out of there. So they don't run away, but they kind of like power walk away, and they kind of sneak out of there, and they watch, and they hear the door open, but by that time they are out of sight. So Dave and Ben quickly like power walk away, and they go out of sight, out of distance. They're like, oh my God. Oh my God, that was crazy. They're like, we totally got her. And Dave is like, we totally got her. And Ben's like, I don't know. And Dave's like, dude, we totally got her. Like, how could you want to get her more? And once again, Ben's like, I don't know, man. I don't know if that was enough. And Dave's like, well, that was enough for me. So sure enough, they go back, they go back home, they go to bed. The next day they wake up and, they go to school and they're sitting and, once again, they go back to their swing set. And Dave is like, man, I don't know. I just don't feel satisfied with what happened. I feel like she deserves more. And at this point, Dave's like, bro, Ben, what do you mean? We got our house. We got her good. And Ben's just like, man, I don't know, Dave. Like, I just don't feel like we actually did get her good. I feel like there's still more that can be done. The wrong has not been righted. And Dave's like, bro, chill out. The wrong has definitely been righted, which, by the way, 2 wrongs do not equal a right, bro, but anyways, right? So sure enough, they go back to class, and they're sitting there, and, Miss Davenport calls on Ben. Ben doesn't know the answer, and it doesn't embarrass him in front of the whole class. But, bro, when you get called on and you very clearly are not trying to have your hand raised because you're not trying to get called on, and the teacher calls on you in class, and everyone looks, and you turn around, and you're like, I have no idea what you're talking about. That's embarrassing. But apparently that was just like, that was the last straw for Ben. And as they're like, so their school is out, or not school's out, but school's out for the day. They're waiting in line to be picked up by their parents. And Ben walks up to Dave and is like, bro, I'm getting revenge on Miss Davenport for embarrassing me today. And, Dave's like, bro, what are you talking about? And Ben's like, dude, she's been crazy recently, and what we did was just like, it was a little drop in the bucket. It really means nothing. But I'm going to get her tomorrow, and I'm going to use my Minecraft skills to get her back. I'm going to put my training to good use. And Dave looked at him and had literally no idea what he was going to do. So he's like, okay, man, cool. So anyways, the next day rolls around. And once again, before class, they're at recess, and they're sitting on the swings. Dave and Ben always sit on the swings together. No one else really uses the swings, so they're kind of like, it's the place they always go to. And Dave is just talking, and Ben's like, bro, you're going to want to be in class today. And Dave's like, dude, of course I'm going to be in class. Like, what would I do if I skipped it? Sit in the bathroom, dude? Like, what? Because remember, they didn't really have phones then. I mean, phones were a thing, but since they were kids, they didn't really have it. But anyways, Ben goes on, bro, you're going to want to be there. And Dave's like, okay, like, do you want to tell me? And Ben's like, nope, it's going to be a surprise. But just know that Miss Davenport is not going to want to mess with me or anyone else, including you, after this. And Dave's like, okay, man, cool. So they get to class. And, Dave sits next to Ben. And he looks over, and there's something's weird with Ben's bag. And that's when Dave realizes, those like fake plushy Minecraft diamond swords that you can buy online, like the little toy things? Yeah, one of those, the handle of that was sticking out of his backpack. And Dave looks at Ben and is whispering like, yo, dude, why is there a diamond sword in your backpack? And Ben's like, bro, you're gonna see, dude. And Dave's like, okay. What? And Dave's like, bro, just wait. It's gonna be crazy. And Dave's like, all right, man. I'll trust you on this one. So sure enough, right, Ben is kind of just waiting to be called on. And sure enough, Miss Davenport's like, all right, Ben, can you answer this? Because she was going around just asking people. And Ben's like, Miss Davenport, I did not raise my hand. And Miss Davenport's like, well, sometimes I call on people. It's just part of the class. And Ben is like, stands up. He's like, that is the last time that you disrespect me, ma'am. And he reaches into his backpack and whips out his diamond sword. And Dave is like, oh my God, this guy's gone off the rocker. And he starts swinging it around like, and Miss Davenport's like, Ben, what is that? Like, why do you have like a little fake plastic sword or whatever? And Ben is like, you don't understand. He starts walking towards her, swinging it. Everyone in the class is dead silent. They're like, bro, this kid's gone insane. Oh my God. But anyways, right, so Ben is walking towards him with the sword. Miss Davenport's like, dude, or she doesn't. Okay, Miss Davenport, the teacher, the 40-year-old math teacher, does not say dude, but she's like, Ben, put that down immediately, and you're coming with me to the principal's office. And Ben's like, no, you disrespected me and my brethren for too long. And he goes up and he's like, any last words? And, Miss Davenport's like, Ben, put that thing down immediately. You and I are going to the principal's office. Cut off mid-sentence. Why was she cut off mid-sentence? Well, because at that point, Ben had enough and he swung with the diamond sword. However, he got too close to her. So when he swung with the diamond sword, he held the diamond sword in his fist so tightly that when he swung, he didn't hit her only with the diamond sword. He accidentally hit her with his fist that was clutching onto the diamond sword so tightly that he basically just square punched her in the face. And at this point, it was such, I know he's just a little kid, but just like the shock and the momentum and just somehow he got it just right that he went, whoopah! And Miss Davenport stood there for like a second and then just collapsed on the floor. And everyone, their mouths were just gaping open. They were just like, oh, what? What? Huh? Oh, oh, what is going on? What is going on? What? And so, okay, so sure enough, one girl just runs out of the room immediately. And Ben is kind of just standing there, just kind of shocked with what happened. Because, bro, you're not expecting to knock out the teacher with your diamond sword. I don't care how delusional you are. Like, you were just not expecting that to happen. And, Ben's just standing there. He's like, oh my God, 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 what'd I do? What'd I do? Everyone in the class is like, oh my God, is she dead? Oh my God. She was not dead. She's just knocked out. But within like 5 minutes, the girl that ran out actually ran out just to go get like help from like security or whatever. And sure enough, security walks in and they look at what's happening. They see the kid with the diamond sword and the teacher slumped over, and the girl points to him and says, that's the kid. Security goes up, grabs Ben, is like, you're coming with us. And the other security officer goes and checks like Ms. Davenport's pulse to make sure that she wasn't like actually, destroyed by that. And sure enough, she was fine, but like she was knocked out. They call an ambulance. Ambulance comes over. Miss Davenport starts coming back too. She's given water, electrolytes, whatever. And Dave is just sitting there like, oh my God. So Ben actually gets up getting expelled from the school. He's not suspended. He's not in trouble. He's expelled from the school. They have like a zero tolerance for anything like that. However, there was some questioning to Ben about like the recent like egging to her house because she did report it to the school. And thankful to Ben did not say anything. Ben kept his mouth shut, said he knew nothing of it, that was ridiculous, and they didn't look any further into it. And Ben and Dave never really spoke that much afterwards because Dave's mom like, I don't want you hanging out with Ben. He's a bad influence and all that kind of stuff. And to this day, Dave and Ben have not seen each other since. And Dave does not know where Ben is. Ben might be at some other school. Dave thinks that like the parents moved because he actually walked over to see like if Ben was at his house because he wanted to see how he was doing. And it was like a totally different family in that house when he went over. It was kind of weird, but whatever, right? And to this day, Dave has no idea what's happening, and it was probably the craziest story of his life. Today I get a story time of another one of these Minecraft kids deciding to fight back against his babysitter in a quite unconventional way, you might say. I mean, I bet you can read the title right now. So, yeah, with that being said, sit back, relax, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's call today's subscriber who submitted this story to me, let's call him Ryan. So, Ryan was friends with this kid who really liked Minecraft. So we're calling him the Minecraft Kid because that always works in the title, and you guys like the Minecraft Kid stories, and I like telling them. But anyways, right, Ryan was invited over to this kid who he didn't know that well, and we're just going to call him the Minecraft Kid. So anyways, right, Ryan was invited over to the Minecraft Kid's house to, well, play Minecraft with him. The idea was he was going to go over on a Friday night and play some Bed Wars with this kid. Honestly, sounds like a pretty sick Friday night, if you know what I mean. However, he didn't really know much about this kid, and he only kind of just started to know him because Ryan's mom and the Minecraft Kid's mom became friends like a couple months ago when they were both volunteering for something, or maybe they just met. I don't know why, but Ryan's mom and the Minecraft Kid's mom became friends, and for that reason, Ryan's mom's like, oh, I have a son about your son's age, they should totally hang out. And since Ryan knew nothing about the Minecraft Kid, at their first interaction, which wasn't like a sleepover playdate type thing, he was like, so what do you like to do? And he's like, I like to play Minecraft. He's like, cool, do you like to play Bed Wars? And he's like, yeah, it's my favorite game. So they bonded over it. So anyways, Ryan was heading over to the Minecraft Kid's house. And Ryan's mom told him, hey, just so you know, the Minecraft Kid's mom is not going to be there. She's going to be out for something. However, they hired a babysitter, and the Minecraft Kid's mom should be back by 10 or 11. And Ryan was like, all right, that's totally fine. I don't really care. It's not like we would have been hanging out with the Minecraft Kid's mom and having her play in our Bed Wars trios or something, man. So it's fine. So Ryan gets over to the Minecraft Kid's house, and when he gets there, no one greets him at the door. He kind of stands there for a second, and he knocks on it, and he stands there for a little more time, and he hears noises coming from upstairs. And it's a 2-story house, and there's a window right above him, and the window is open, and he can hear noises. And you know what noises he hears? He hears block placing noises. He hears golden apple eating noises. He hears bed break noises. He's like, wait a minute. Bro, the Minecraft kid is playing Bed Wars right now. And, Ryan was thinking that he would have yelled up to the Minecraft kid, but the door eventually opened, and presumably the babysitter, or who we thought the babysitter was, which, no, was the babysitter. That isn't, like, the big secret of the story, but the babysitter comes and, opens the door and says, hey, so sorry, Minecraft kid's upstairs. I'm, making dinner right now for you guys. It'll be ready in, like, 30 minutes, so make sure you're not in the middle of the game in, like, half an hour. And Ryan's like, all right, that sounds pretty cool. So he goes up the stairs, he opens the door, and the Minecraft kid's like, what's good, bro? I'm in the middle of a game. Get your, like, laptop out and set your stuff up, and we'll go into, like, doubles in just a second. And so sure enough, and by the way, guys, Bed Wars it's a Minecraft game where you can, like, it's fun. You should go look it up and play it maybe. But just for context, it's a video game on Minecraft. But anyways, right, so he sets up his gaming setup or whatever. He gets that all ready. And yeah, sure enough, the Minecraft kid eventually wins his game. Great work, Minecraft kid. Not so great work at later the night, as you can tell by the title. But yeah, anyways, Ryan and the Minecraft kid, they start playing some Bed Wars duos. Life's pretty good. And that's until they're in the middle of a game and it's really, really intense, right? It's getting really down to the wire. If you know a thing or two about Bed Wars, all the beds have been broken, and they're really just both of them. Ryan and the Minecraft kid are super stacked. They have their golden apples. They have their diamond armor. Yes, they sweated to diamond armor. And the two people that were remaining were about as good as they were. And they were playing for all the marbles at this point, man. This was pretty intense. And that's when the babysitter yells, all right, guys, time for dinner. And the Minecraft kid's like, well, 1 second, yells down that, and, Ryan and the Minecraft kid are like, all right, how are we going to do this? Do we go in? Do we wait? And the Minecraft kid is a big fan of, like, camping, which in a video game, when you're camping, that basically just means that, like, you're staying on defensive ground and you're waiting for the opponent to come to you, which in Bed Wars, if you're super, super stacked, that can kind of give you the advantage because you can always drop golems. You got hometown advantage if you have the regen thing. Camping is an okay strategy, super late game, but that also means that the game's going to be a long time. And Ryan says to the Minecraft kid, hey man, do you think we should, like, be aggressive and we should be the one attacking them? Because, like, our food is, like, dinner is ready. Do you think we should just go do that for the sake of doing that, just so we can, and we'll play another game when we come back? And the Minecraft kid's like, no, like, I know that we'll win. Like, we have prot 4 diamond, they don't. But if we go to them, there's a chance that they knock us off, we fall while going, they fireball us over. It's just a lot more dangerous to go over. He said, we're staying here. And Ryan, who doesn't really care, he's like, all right, man, sure, we'll stay here. And then, a minute later, the babysitter says, guys, you don't want dinner to get cold? The Minecraft kid's like, 1 second. Which it wasn't going to be a second. Like, it was going to be probably like 5-10 minutes on average remaining of the game. And Ryan and the Minecraft kid were waiting it out. And the thing was, the other team was camping too, which basically means that they were both just collecting gear and such, and they weren't attacking each other. So then the babysitter was, yelled up again, like, guys, like, come on, like, I made you something. Like, I told you not to be in the middle of a game. And he's like, once again, the Minecraft kid, instead of saying, hey, I'm so sorry, can we be down there in 5 to 10 minutes? Like, I apologize. He's like, 1 second. He just keeps yelling down 1 second. And the babysitter kind of did something that she probably shouldn't have. Like, it just wasn't that deep, but I think the babysitter was kind of getting mad that, they just were refusing to come down when, she was sweating out some good food or whatever. So the babysitter, what she does is she goes to the Wi-Fi router, and yes, you can probably already guess, unplugs it and replugs it, which basically, if your Wi-Fi, at least in my case, whenever my Wi-Fi is super slow or just kind of sucks, I go to the Wi-Fi router or whatever. I go what am I saying? I go to the Wi-Fi router, and I think I combined router and modem. My fault. I go to my Wi-Fi router or box, unplug it, replug it. Wi-Fi's down for like 5 minutes, but then it comes back nice and fresh and clean. However, the Wi-Fi goes down. So basically, right, Ryan and the Minecraft kid are in the middle of a match, and like they start to go to like buy something from the store, and Ryan's clicking on it, but it's not registering it. And Ryan's like, dude, dude, I think I'm disconnecting. And at this point, right, if you disconnect, you lose. And the Minecraft kid's like, no, it's not working. Why can't I place blocks? Why are things not registering? And then both at the same time, they get a message, like, not kicked, but like, it disconnects from Hypixel, like no connection. And the Minecraft kid's like, no! Starts slamming his fist. And Ryan, who doesn't really care, and looks at the Minecraft kid, and the Minecraft kid was like, I was on a 99 win streak. I won 99 games in a row. I was going to go to 100. I've been recording the whole thing. I was going to clip it and post it on YouTube, man. I was about to get 100. Basically, he was pretty upset. So Ryan and the Minecraft kid, Ryan just looks at the Minecraft kid and be like, all right, man, I'm so sorry. Like, we'll grind it out tonight. We'll get you back to at least halfway, which was a lie. They were not going to play, nevertheless, win 50 games in a row. But, you know, Ryan's just trying to calm the air. And he's like, yeah, man, don't worry. We'll get back to it. So they walk down, and the babysitter is waiting there. And she's like, guys, like, I asked you to come down. If you weren't going to come down, you should have at least told me. I would have put it back in the stove. Now the food is cold. It really took me, you know, turning off the Wi-Fi to get you guys to come down. Teenagers these days. Or not teen, I guess. She's a teenager. She's the babysitter. I guess preteens these days. And that's when Ryan is like, oh my God, she turned off the Wi-Fi. That's why we frozen the game. And Ryan looks over at the Minecraft kid, whose face, he just stood there. Like he's been frozen by like a spell that turns you to stone. He's just frozen there, looking at her. His like jaw starts to slack a little bit, like, oh my God, it was you. It was you who got in between me and the 100 Bed Wars win streak. Real quick comment, Minecraft, if you made it this far into the video, as that will be the secret word of the day. And if you want to support the channel, as always, just go ahead and binge watch several videos or a bunch of videos whenever you have the time. And let me know in the comments if you do this, because it really does support me more than you can probably even imagine. It boosts the channel. YouTube likes watch time anyways. So right now, remember, Ryan and the Minecraft kid just lost in a very important game for the Minecraft kid. He almost got a 100 win streak, which is pretty impressive, I'm not going to lie. But unfortunately, the babysitter, who kind of like overreacted a little bit, got mad and unplugged the Wi-Fi, and that made them lose the game that they probably were actually going to win. And so when they walk down, they have no idea that the babysitter was the reason why they lost the game, until the babysitter is like, oh, guys, like, I really had to pull the Wi-Fi plug to get you guys down here. Like, crazy how, like, preteens are these days, or kids on their phones too much, like on that, like, old man behavior type thing, even though this girl was, like, 17 or something. And the Minecraft kid is just so angry. He's like, you're the reason I lost my Minecraft game. And she's like, sorry, like, should have come down faster, or should have at least told me. And she goes to sit down, and Ryan is also like, all right, well, this is going to be a little awkward, but whatever. I'm still going down to sit down, like, whatever. Like, he's not going to react that ridiculously. How do I say this? Yeah, no, he acted ridiculously. The Minecraft kid waits until the girl sits, or the babysitter, she's 17. I guess she's still like a girl, I guess. She is, I don't know. She waits till the babysitter, right, sits down. And when the babysitter sits down, the Minecraft kid runs up to her, grabs a chair. This is like the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Grabs a chair, turns around, pulls down his pants, and rips up. Dude, I'm 19 years old, and I'm telling you about Minecraft kid revenge farting in someone's face. I'm doing it. I'm going through with it. I'm too far in the story to turn around. The Minecraft kid, after getting on the chair, ripping down his pants, farts in the babysitter's face, directly her eye while it was open. If you don't know, the reason why the fart smells bad, because there's a lot of gross particles in it. And when the gross particles get into your eye can get infected, and it can be really bad. So the babysitter legitimately falls out of her chair and starts, like, screaming. Because, like, because apparently he really ripped one. He really ripped one, man. And her eye was open. And it was really close. And Ryan was like, well, so this kid and I have one thing in common. We like Bed Wars. And we have nothing else in common. And this will probably be the last time I ever hang out with him. And yeah, so the babysitter's like, what did you do? Why would you do that? Like, that's so ridiculous and disgusting. Like, my eye, it burns. Oh my God. Oh, my eye, it burns. Like, why would you do that? Like, and Ryan looks at the Minecraft kid, and the Minecraft kid is literally laughing. He's like, and Ryan's like, oh my God, this kid's because the thing was, Ryan's thinking to himself, dude, this kid must do this all the time, because like, you're not just going to think to yourself, wow, I'm so angry at this person. Let me wait until they sit down, grab a chair, stand on it, turn around, pull down my pants, and fart directly point blank into their face. That's just not something that comes to you in the heat of the moment. That I mean, maybe I'm just built different from all you guys. I really don't know, but that definitely doesn't come to me. But sure enough, right, the babysitter eventually gets up, and Ryan and the Minecraft kid look at her face, and her left eye is red and swollen. And Ryan's like, oh my God, that is definitely not a coincidence. And the babysitter is like, move out of my way. And she moves past both of them, goes and finds the home phone, because I guess her phone wasn't on or something, and legitimately calls 911, an ambulance. Which, okay, that was maybe a little excessive, but maybe I wouldn't drive if my eyes were impaired and I thought that they were going to be infected and it would have been bad. And she walks back into the room, and she's like angry, but also very clearly in pain, right? And she's like, her hand is over her eye, and she's like, you, like, why would you do that? The Minecraft kid's like, well, I was actually on a 99 win streak, and you pulled the plug, and I lost my 99 wins. She's like, and you projectiled all your stuff out of your butt. Oh, God. How can I have a straight face and tell the story? Anyway, she's like, and you probably gave me a raging infection. My eye burns. Like, if I lose sight, I'm suing your She was getting mad. And eventually, right, the ambulance does come. She explains the ridiculousness of the situation. The guy, she sits in the ambulance, drives to the hospital. They check her out or whatever. But remember, this is from Ryan's perspective, so we don't exactly know what the doctor says. Ryan's mom, who got really invested in the situation afterwards, said that, like, the doctor's, like, her eye is fine now, but the doctor said that, like, it really could have gone south if she didn't go there, like, immediately, which is insane. So anyways, right, Ryan and the Minecraft kid are legitimately just in this house alone, and that's when the Minecraft kid's mom comes back early, super angry and upset, because the babysitter sent a message to, his mom explaining everything and why that she had to leave the premises immediately. So the Minecraft kid's mom had to leave whatever she was doing to come back, and she was like, walks in, she's like, you, turns to the Minecraft kid, like, you did it, you pulled a face fart on someone again. We've already talked about this. And Ryan, who is still there, he's already texted his mom to come pick him up, is just like, again? I mean, he had a sneaking suspicion that this was not a first-time thing. As I said, in the heat of the moment, you don't think to, use your butt as a weapon. But he's like, again? This is a thing? And the Minecraft kid's like, but Mom, I was on a 99 Bed Wars win streak. And she's like, that's enough. No more Bed Wars for you forever. And my kid's like, no, Mom, I promise I won't fart in anyone else's face again. What am I doing with my life? Anyways, right, so Ryan's mom comes, and Ryan's mom's like, hey, so sorry, things were weird today. Like, I'm just gonna pick Ryan up. Thank you so much for having him over. Ryan, come with me now. And, Ryan walks over and goes in the back seat of the car, and Ryan's mom is like, so, do you want to elaborate on, I need to pick you up right now. My friend farted in the babysitter's eye, and now she's at the hospital. And Ryan did elaborate, and it really didn't add any clarity to the situation. In fact, Ryan's mom just became more
Click on the
confused.
video on screen right now. I know you'll enjoy it. Just click it. Do it. Today, I got a pretty crazy story for you guys. It's about a Minecraft kid that gets so angry and jealous of the subscriber that he actually smashes his computer in front of everyone to get quote-unquote revenge. Don't worry, karma does get him. But anyway, subscribe if you're new, and let's just jump right into this.
So we're going to call today's subscriber who submitted the story Brendan. By the way, if the gameplay for Bed Wars really sucks in the background, I recorded it a month ago. I'm pretty better now. But anyways, we're calling this guy Brendan who submitted this story. So anyways, Brendan was in class or was in the same grade as this kid who we're going to call the Minecraft kid, because his entire identity was kind of like around being super great at Minecraft, player versus player battles. He was known as the one who is so great. So anyways, right, people just called him Minecraft kid. But anyways, there's also a girl who we're going to call Haley, because that may or may not be the girl I'm trying to marry in Stardew Valley right now. I gave her the bouquet. I'm winning, guys. Anyway, great game, by the way. I should stop getting distracted. Watch time will be bad. Anyways, there's this girl who we're going to call Haley, and both Brendan and the Minecraft kid had an interest in her. The difference was Brendan actually talked to her. Little pro tip for getting the ladies from the Pugs YouTube channel. #1 dating advice YouTube channel on all of YouTube and the internet. If you want to get to know them, talk to them. Yes, believe it or not. Wow. But anyways, right, Brendan actually talked to Haley, and they were getting along pretty well, and the Minecraft kid literally never did. The Minecraft kid thought that his magical and powerful skills at Minecraft would literally just be so great and so wonderful and so enticing to the women, right, that he wouldn't have to talk to Haley to make her fall in love with him. She would just see his epic PvP Bed Wars abilities, and she would be like, "Oh my God, I'm not throwing in that joke. Never mind. I got a family-friendly audience on here. I forgot." Anyways, right, so Brendan, or the Minecraft kid, was aware that Brendan was probably also trying to go for Haley because Brendan was talking to her all the time. The word on the street was that, Brendan and Haley, oh my God, they're going to be a thing soon, dude. They're in 6th grade. Like, that's how it goes. Oh my God, are they going to get to 5th base, aka holding hands? Oh my God. Anyways, right, so the Minecraft kid comes up to Brendan one day. And remember, Brendan and the Minecraft kid aren't necessarily boys. In fact, they don't even know each other that well. But the Minecraft kid is like, "So, I see that you're trying to court Haley." And in Brendan's mind, he's like, "Bro, this is 20 whatever, right? I think this story was a little old. I'm not sure. I actually don't know when this story happened. It was submitted to me on my Instagram. You can go follow it. You should go follow it." Anyways, Brendan's thinking to himself, did this guy just say court like it's literally the 21st century? Are you serious? And then the Minecraft kid goes on to say, I offer you like a quest, or I ask you that we duel in Minecraft to decide who will get Haley's hand in dating. And Brendan was kind of just like, in his head, he's like, all right, well, first of all, I'm not dating her. Second of all, the winner of a Minecraft PvP battle is not going to decide who she decides, right? It's not up to them. This isn't like, I don't know, the barbaric era of like, oh yeah, like, I actually have, like, all men have control, women have no say. Like, oh, I want to marry you, so you're marrying me. And also, I don't think there ever was an era where you did PvP battles to decide who was, like, who would marry the girl. I'm better at Minecraft, I get all the women. Nah, that's never been true. It doesn't matter what parallel universe or anything like that you go into, man. I am sorry, Minecraft sweats. I am so sorry. But Brendan, who kind of knows that, he's going to be getting with Haley anyways, thinks to himself, all right, well, this will be kind of funny, like, whatever, man, who cares? So Brendan says, sure, we'll do a PvP battle to decide who gets Haley's hand. Because he's kind of laughing, he's kind of goofing, but the thing is the Minecraft kid takes it super seriously. He's like, yes, you fool, don't you know that I am super great at Minecraft? And then Brendan's like, chill out, bro, like, all right, yeah, we'll PvP fight to decide who gets Haley's hand in marriage. Lol, like, okay. So sure enough, the Minecraft kid is like, all right, tomorrow at recess, we go to the table. Basically, at their school, there was a table where if kids wanted to bring in their computers, if they were in the 6th grade or higher, they could, and they could play on them. I know at my school, you weren't even allowed to have your phone out, but I guess each school's a little different. So basically, right, the next day rolls around, and Brendan and the Minecraft kid, they both bring their gaming setups, which I guess both of them have laptops, because I play Minecraft on a laptop, man. I don't have a desktop. I want to be able to move my thing around. But anyways, right, they both bring in their computers, and Brendan just has a kind of a crappy MacBook Air. And this is coming from someone who up to my first 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, I got all my Minecraft gameplay from my MacBook Air at like 20 frames per second. So I understand the struggle, bro. I get it. So anyways, Brandon comes in with his crappy MacBook Air, and the Minecraft kid comes in with his like, I don't know, his Alienware $3,000 super gaming laptop with his super fancy keyboard, and it takes him like 5 minutes to get his setup all perfect. He's like, all right, I'm ready. And so sure enough, they both sit down, and Brendan is like, all right, so how are we doing this? And the Minecraft kid is like, all right, we're going to play one game of Bed Wars. Yeah, Bed Wars. And, at first Brendan was like, bro, how are we going to do that? But then the Minecraft kid said that he had the like MVP++ rank on Hypixel, which Hypixel is a server that lets you play Bed Wars, which is the game I was playing in the very beginning. And if you have plus like MVP++, you can make private games where it's just you and your friends. So anyways, the Minecraft kid, sent a duel request to Brendan or a Bed Wars party, whatever. Anyways, all you got to know is they were playing Minecraft and they were playing Bed Wars, and it was just them. It was just Brendan and the Minecraft kid in a game. And sure enough, they enter the Bed Wars game, and they're doing the stuff you do in Bed Wars, put down the bed defense. And you know what happens? Brendan is at middle. He's gathering emeralds, which is a good material to get. However, his bed was exposed, or he wasn't at his bed. He saw a bed destroyed message, which basically means in Bed Wars, if your bed breaks, you will not respawn. So sure enough, the Minecraft kid had like, I don't know, God bridged over with his crazy 10,000 clicks per second mouse, definitely using vape or something, but whatever, man. And so sure enough, the Minecraft kid comes to middle, and Brendan and him, they show down for a PvP fight. They're going to decide who gets Haley, even though Brendan knows that one, he's not good at Minecraft, and the Minecraft kid is, and two, this will not decide who gets Haley. This is hilarious. He just did it because it's funny, lol. So anyways, they enter their PvP battle, and they go in, and Brendan loses because he is just simply worse. And the Minecraft kid, after, hitting, Brendan enough times with his sword that he dies, is like, yes, Haley is mine. And everyone because remember, it's recess time, because dude, they had like, I don't know if it's called recess, but they had like a break period. So everyone was kind of around there, and a bunch of kids turn around and are kind of like, what? Huh? Are you okay, sir? And sure enough, the Minecraft kid is like, you fool, you should never have dueled me for Haley's hand in dating in Minecraft. You should have known by my reputation that I would have absolutely slapped you. And Brendan looks at him with this face of like, yeah, man. That sucks. Wow. That is just too bad. This kind of reminds me of the first season of Parks and Rec, if you saw that, where this isn't really a spoiler, but Andy really wants to get his girlfriend back, so he like offers like a pool game with this guy named Mark, who disappears after season 1. I don't know, maybe the actor wanted to do something else, and he's kind of like, oh yeah, I'll bet Anne, the girlfriend of Mark at the time, on this pool game, and Andy wins. He's like, yes, she's mine, but reality kind of kicks in, and he's like, wait. Huh? But I won her fair and square. Same thing here. So the Minecraft kid is still like, I don't know, Fortnite, doing the little dances, doing the L dance, doing the little other cringe stuff. He's like, Haley is mine. I didn't even have to talk to her, and she's gonna be my girlfriend. I'm gonna go to 10th base and hold her hand. and Brendan at this point is like really trying to hold back a smile. He's like, all right, this is so funny, dude. Don't blow it. Don't make it apparent. And he's like, yeah, man, you totally, oh man, I can't do this. You totally won. I can't do this, man. He's really trying to do it. He's like, yeah, you totally won Haley's hand in dating because you beat me in Minecraft. Yep, that's totally what happened. Holding back the laughter, holding back the tears at this point. And sure enough, right, Brendan's like, all right, man, go ahead. And he's like, yes, I'm gonna tell everyone about my victory dance so everyone knows that you lost to me in Minecraft, and that's why Haley is mine. The Minecraft kid runs away to go tell his other friends. Well, I don't know about that. I think his friends are his Bed Wars win streak and nothing else. But whatever, right? So Brendan goes over and finds Haley. Says, hey, so I just played this guy because he wanted to duel me for your hand in dating. And Haley's like, what? And Brendan's like, yeah, I thought it'd be funny. So, by the way, I lost the duel because obviously you can't do that, but I thought it was funny. And I lost. So he's going to come over to claim his prize, I guess. And Haley's like, all right, well, this is kind of funny, but this is an awkward situation. And Brendan's like, yeah, I probably should have told you about this beforehand. If you need me to be here, I can subvert. I can come in and help you with the situation. She's like, all right, well, thanks for giving me context, I guess. So sure enough, a little while later, the Minecraft kid comes around and he finds Haley. And he comes up to her and he says, so, Haley, did you hear the news? This might be the first time the Minecraft kid ever spoke to Haley in his life. He was too busy sweating at Minecraft to even bother with the ladies. They'll come to me, man. I got a Bed Wars win streak. Real quick, comment Bed Wars down below. That'll be the secret word of the day. If you want to help the channel out, go ahead and binge watch some more videos after this one or when you're doing something else. And let me know in the comment section if you do so I can say thank you. Anyways, right, so the Minecraft kid's like, so Haley, did you hear the news? And she's like, well, I was told that you and Brendan had a little Minecraft video game session and that you won and that you now think that I'm your girlfriend. And the Minecraft kid's like, that is exactly what happened. You're so observant. You'll be a great girlfriend. And Haley's like, dude, like, that's not how it works. And the Minecraft kid's like, we had an agreement. And Haley's like, yeah, well, I wasn't part of that agreement. Do you think Brendan or you have the right to me as a girlfriend? And this is with the Minecraft kid starting to piece together that his offer to duel Brendan made literally no sense. He's like, oh, well, so when we were playing Minecraft, I beat Brendan. Do you want to be my girl? And then eventually, like, Minecraft kid starts to realize, dude, he messed up, bro. He messed up big time. And he's like, wait, did Brendan, who told you? And, at this point, Haley was like, yeah, so Brendan told me about this. And then the Minecraft kid's like, so Brendan knew the whole time that this wasn't going to work? And Haley's like, yeah, well, anyone who is logical, middle just gets cut off. The Minecraft kid sprints away. And Brendan walks up to Haley and is like, so, is that terrible? And Haley's like, well, he's pretty mad at you, and he ran away, so I don't know what he's cooking up. And that's when that's when Brendan and Haley and everyone else in the room heard a noise. The noise was something being thrown on the ground, smashing and flying into a million pieces. And that's when Brendan walks out and Haley walks out too. Basically, everyone walks out. And they see the Minecraft kid standing above a pile of disk computer parts. And that's when, at first, Brendan thinks, oh my God, he smashed his computer out of rage. But Brendan looked at the table to see that the Minecraft kid's computer was still there. And in fact, the only computer missing was his. And that's when he realized that the Minecraft kid obliterated his MacBook. And there was a teacher present. So the teacher was like, Brad, like, Minecraft kid, like, what did you just do? And Brendan speaks up and says, he just smashed my MacBook. And all of a sudden the teacher looks at Brendan and looks at the Minecraft kid and says, you two, come with me. Sure enough, teacher brings him to the principal's office. Principal's office hears what the teacher says. She hears both sides, which the Minecraft kid literally has nothing to say. Like, what are you gonna say, dude? And yeah, parents were called. And the Minecraft kid's mom had to reimburse Brendan's mom to buy a new computer. The Minecraft kid had to write a formal apology to Brendan and also write a formal, and actually both of them had to write a formal apology to Haley because Brendan had to explain the situation. And the teacher's like, dude, that's not cool. And also the Minecraft kid got a week of detention for this. So moral of the story is, one, if you're just playing Minecraft all day, that may not be the most ideal or most optimal strategy to get the ladies to love you. Maybe I'm wrong, man. Maybe I'm wrong. Don't listen to me. I don't know. Okay. How do I introduce a story like this, man? I mean, you guys can read. You've read the title. All I can say is strap in. Buckle up because this is going to be quite the ride. Subscribe if you're new and you enjoy stories. And let's call today's subscriber who submitted this, let's call this guy Mason. So this all happened one day when Mason was in class, and Mason was in 4th grade when this whole thing went down. And there's a kid who, once again, kind of like wore the same creeper shirt every single day. And it was like the creeper hoodie, and really that's not a big deal. They're like, if you want to wear the creeper hoodie, I don't really care. However, we're just going to call him the Minecraft kid, right? Because of the creeper hoodie. He wore it every single day, and maybe, right? Maybe he has a closet full of like 18 different varieties of the creeper hoodie. Or maybe his mom does a load of laundry every single day. Or maybe he's just wearing the same creeper hoodie every single day. I mean, you guys can believe whatever you want, but I think one of those three are a little bit more likely than the other. But anyways, right, so there's this kid called the Minecraft kid because he wore the creeper hoodie every single day. And he was a little bit strange. And there's nothing wrong with you being a little bit strange. Like, I'm a little bit strange. I mean, I run a YouTube channel, man. I mean, that's already putting me in the strange category, unfortunately. But hey, man, I love the YouTube too much to like drop it or anything like that. But sure enough, this all happened one day when the Minecraft kid was in class with Mason. And the Minecraft kid raised his hand. And another thing you need to know about the Minecraft kid is he would take bathroom breaks like 6 times per class. And I don't know about you, but back in the day, I definitely used to go to the bathroom to like go on my phone or just take a break from the class. However, I would be very like strategic with it. I wouldn't do it every single day. I'd do it like every other day. I would make sure that I wasn't away for too long, like maybe 5 minutes max. But this kid, bro, would just abuse the bathroom break button. He was like spamming it, just try to like, I don't know, man. But every single day, go to the bathroom, minimum 2 times, maximum like 6 times. That's what I'm told at least. And sure enough, once again, one day, the Minecraft kid raises his hand for the 3rd time in class. And this has been going on for months. And I just think at this point, the teacher kind of just snapped. And he looks at the Minecraft kid. He's like, yes. And the Minecraft kid says, hey, can I go to the bathroom? And here's the thing, right? The teacher should not have reacted in the way that he reacted because maybe this kid has like IBS or something. Maybe he has to go to the bathroom like a ton per day. However, if he did, it was not registered with the nurse, or even if it was, the nurse did not communicate that properly to the teacher, which she probably should have, or he probably should have, just because, I don't know, if a kid's going to the bathroom 7 times per day, that might be a little suspicious to the teacher. However, the teacher was kind of just assuming that the kid was just going in to like go on his phone or whatever. And that was probably the case, but I mean, you really don't know. But after the Minecraft kid says like, hey, can I go to the bathroom for like the 3rd time? The teacher's like, you know what? No, you can't go to the bathroom. And the whole class kind of turns around and is like, wait, whoa, pause. Like, hold up now. Like, this kid's been asking to go to the bathroom like 7 times a day for the last 6 months. And now you're saying no? Like, what changed, man? And the teacher's like, you're going to have to wait till the end of class. You've been going way too much, way too often. I think you're missing too much of classwork, right? And the Minecraft kid was not happy to hear this. For all we know, maybe he actually did have to go to the bathroom. But Mason, to be fair, right? Mason has gone to the bathroom. He's the subscriber who submitted this story. He's gone to the bathroom at times when the Minecraft kid has been in there. And Mason can hear the volume from his iPhone up all the way. The Minecraft kid is in there playing like Flappy Bird or watching TikToks or whatever, man. He's just going on his phone. Maybe he also has to go to the bathroom, but the Minecraft kid obviously definitely was kind of like, most likely was abusing it just to go to the bathroom. But sure enough, the Minecraft kid raises his hand again. He's like, I gotta go. And the teacher says, like, Minecraft kid, you've gone like 6 times during class, every single day for the last 6 months. You're missing out on class time. Please try and like conserve your like bathroom breaks. I will let you go, but just give it a second. I just can't let you go and disrupt the class like 1,000 times every single day. And the Minecraft kid was getting kind of angry. And he didn't say anything. He wasn't like, no, I really gotta go. And the Minecraft kid also didn't just stand up. Unfortunately, I think the Minecraft kid watched a little bit too much South Park. If you guys know what I'm talking about, there's an episode of South Park, which is a TV show kind of aimed for adults, so I wouldn't go search this up if you're too young, but there's this kid named Cartman. And one time, Cartman needed to basically go to the principal's office, so he decided to do number 2 on the desk of a teacher. And I think the Minecraft kid got a little bit too inspired by Cartman, because the Minecraft kid is like, you're going to want, like, I need to go to the bathroom, and you're going to regret it if you don't let me. And the teacher kind of turns around kind of sharply and looks at him and says, like, you shouldn't be threatening people. Like, that's a very bad thing to do. Like, you shouldn't be doing that. He said, you know what? Just because you're threatening me and said in such a threatening voice, "You're not allowed to go to the bathroom for the rest of the class." And this only made the Minecraft kid even more upset. And Mason is just sitting here watching this back and forth. And Mason kind of feels a little bit for the Minecraft kid because maybe he really needs to go. Maybe the first 2 times, yeah, I mean, it is kind of karma if you were just going to the bathroom 6 times per day just to go on your phone. However, right, I mean, maybe he really has to go, man. It's kind of cruel to like not let someone go to the bathroom when they really need to. But he did just go like 5 minutes ago and 10 minutes before that. So, I don't know. Anyways, right, Mason was sitting there, and the Minecraft kid raises his hand for a final time and says, "You're going to let me go or you're going to regret this." And once again, the teacher's like, "If you threaten me again, you're not going to be allowed to go to the bathroom ever again when you're in my class." And at this point, the whole class is like, oh, I don't know if they're actually like hyping up like that, but things were getting legit and they could feel it for sure. They're like, "Oh, dang, dude, like stuff's getting real," right? And sure enough, the Minecraft kid says, "Very well, have it your way." The teacher kind of like has a little bit of a smile, but quickly brushes it off, probably because he felt like he won that discussion. Like, all right, well, this kid who's been abusing the bathroom system has lost, and I won as a teacher and I asserted my dominance. However, right, dominance was not asserted. In fact, I don't even know how to explain what's about to happen, so I'm going to do my best. Bear with me. Because the Minecraft kid, he kind of like stands up. And the teacher is currently facing the board, so the teacher doesn't notice the Minecraft kid stand up. However, Mason, the subscriber who submitted this story, as well as a bunch of other people, by the way, Mason submitted this to my Instagram. It's in the description. You should go follow it, even if you're not going to go submit stories. Give me a big number and make me feel good. Anyways, Mason is watching this whole thing go down, and he sees that the Minecraft kid stands up from his desk. And then the Minecraft kid stands on his chair. And then the Minecraft kid stands on his desk. And at this point, almost half the class is turned around watching the Minecraft kid because he's making enough of a commotion. In the next, YouTube, please be nice. YouTube, man, I'm going to describe the next thing without making you mad. So the Minecraft kid, well, he drops his pants. He drops his pants. And he says, "Teacher," and the teacher turns around and is about to be like Minecraft kid for the last time. And he turns around and is like, "What? What? Huh?" And the Minecraft kid is like, "Teacher, I told you you would regret not letting me go to the bathroom." And just to put it very, just to be point blank, just to be straight up, just getting right to the point. Yeah, he just number 2 on the desk, man. It wasn't like anything crazy, right? It was pretty, just a little bit, but yeah. And everyone in the class starts like screaming. Like some of the girls are like, "Ah!" Some of the guys are like, "Yo, what? That's disgusting, dude." And the teacher's like, "Minecraft kid, what on earth are you doing?" And the Minecraft kid's like, "I told you should let me go to the bathroom, dude. Now you're just paying the consequences." The Minecraft kid was like feeling all full of himself. And the teacher was like, "Go to the principal's office now." And I don't think the Minecraft kid totally realized what was going on. And the Minecraft kid starts to panic. And the Minecraft kid looks to his left and looks to his right. And when the Minecraft kid looks to his right, you know who he sees? He sees the subscriber. He sees Mason. And he makes eye contact with Mason. And Mason is looking directly at the Minecraft kid and is thinking to himself, "Oh my God, what? Wow." But then he's like, "Wait, why is this kid making eye contact with me?" And he's like, "Mason made me do it. He dared me." And the teacher's like, "Mason." Mason's just like, "Dude, I swear I was just sitting here. What do you mean?" And the teacher's like, you know what? Minecraft kid, Mason, and anyone else involved, go to the principal's office right now. And Mason is just like, why? So he gets up, and because he's not going to like fight with his teacher when the teacher's literally going through a massive rage moment. And, he starts walking up, and he walks up to the Minecraft kid. He's like, "Dude, I don't even know who you are." The Minecraft kid's like, just doesn't say anything. So he walks up to the principal's office, and he sits down, and the principal's like, "What happened?" And Mason explains the side of the story, that he was just a bystander sitting there. And then, eventually the Minecraft kid walks in, because he had to, it wasn't like he could, okay, I'm not going to explain why it took him longer, but he got there, right? And sure enough, the principal's like, "Minecraft kid, why would you do that? And the Minecraft kid's like explains aside, and then she's like, and why is Mason here? And the Minecraft kid, who kind of panic blamed him to kind of like lesser the punishment on him, is like, Mason dared me to do it. And Mason's like, dude, I don't even know who you are. You're just in my class. And the principal's like, I don't know, Mason, why would he lie about this? Like, there's literally nothing for him to gain. And Mason's like, dude, I don't know. Real quick, comment Minecraft down below if you want to heart in your comment. That will be the secret word of the day. And I'll try and heart as many of those comments as possible. And also, if you want to help us get to 600,000 faster, binge watch the videos. YouTube really likes promoting my channels when you guys like binge watch a bunch of my videos. So after this video, or when you have the time to sit down and watch a bunch of videos, I've made playlists. You can just like go to my channel page and let me know in the comments when you do this, so I can heart it and say thank you and just give a little bit of appreciation for you guys really helping me out. And I really do appreciate it. Anyways, the story gets even more insane, so stay tuned. So anyways, right, back to the story. Mason is in a position where he was just dragged into this. Honestly, Mason to this day doesn't totally understand why the Minecraft kid even singled him out. Mason and the Minecraft kid weren't close friends. They didn't even really know each other. And Mason just assumes that he randomly looked around and picked someone who he just happened to remember the name of and blamed them just to kind of like lesser the punishment on him. In his mind, or I guess in his panic, the idea was like, oh, if I blame someone else and say that they forced me to do it, my punishment will be lesser, right? Which is like, bro, why? Why would you do that? But anyways, sure enough, the principal, unfortunately, is not believing Mason, because Mason is explaining that he doesn't even know this kid and he has no idea why he would lie. And the principal's kind of doesn't believe him, because he's like, Mason, like, why would the Minecraft kid lie about this, right? It just doesn't make any sense. And the principal's like, well, I guess I just have to make a judgment call in this situation. And Mason, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to give you a punishment too, because I don't believe you. And Mason is just like, what? Are you serious? And then Mason said, even if I did like dare him to do something ridiculous, it's still up to him. Like, I didn't, for the record, and I stand by that because I don't even know this kid. But if someone was to, why would that even matter? And the principal's like, so you're admitting it? And Mason's like, no, I'm just saying it'd be stupid even if I did. But it's double stupid because I didn't even do it. And the principal's like, don't say stupid to me. Mason's like, I'm in 4th grade. And also, this is double stupid. What can I say? So eventually, right, the principal's like, all right, well, I'm going to have to call both your mothers and explain what happened. And Mason's just like, dude, this is the most ridiculous day of my life. So sure enough, the principal calls up both their mothers saying, hey, both your sons got in trouble. If you're not busy, can you please come in? And the Minecraft kid's mom was busy at the time, but Mason's mom kind of either had the day off or for some reason wasn't really needing to like be wherever she was. And she said, yeah, I'll come in right away. Maybe she was busy and she thought that this was a good idea to go see like what happened to her son. So Mason's mom comes in and she's like, looks at Mason with this look of like, what have you done? And Mason looks at her with these like eyes of like, bro, I don't know what's going on, confusion, whatever, right? The principal is like, all right, hi, Miss Mason's mom, or, whatever. Well, I'm so glad you could come. And the principal explains what happens. And then she kind of explains how she doesn't believe Mason. And Mason's mom started with a look of concern, and then she almost got a look of like annoyance. And the look of annoyance grew and grew the more the principal told the story. And Mason was looking at this and was like, okay, is my mom on my side, or is the look of annoyance because she's so annoyed with me? Either way, this is just the worst situation ever. So sure enough, right, by the end of the story, Mason's mom's like, why am I here? The principal's like, well, didn't you hear like your son supposedly dared him to do it? And Mason's mom, like, first of all, my son disagrees with that statement. You don't really have any proof, but let's say he even did. Why would that matter? And the principal kind of was a little shocked. And Mason's mom's like, isn't it like a cliche saying for parents to be like, if your friend jumped off a bridge, would you as well? Like, are you really just supposed to do whatever the popular kid does? And then Mason's mom's like, even if my son did, which I'm not convinced he did, dared him to do what he did on the desk, right? Why is that my son's fault? Is this kid not like able to function by himself? Is the blame 100% not on, the Minecraft kid anymore? Is any of the blame really supposed to be on my son? And the principal's like, well, I'm sorry you feel this way, but I've made up my mind. Like, your son's going to be suspended for the day. He can come back tomorrow, but he can't come back today. And the Mason's mom is like, are you serious? Like, really? And she's like, yeah. And then Mason's mom's like, all right, what punishment did the Minecraft kid get? And the principal said, well, we're doing equal punishment. And Mason's mom's like, you can't be serious, man. You can't be serious. And the principal's like, I'm sorry you disagree, but this is the punishment. So Mason's mom's like, Mason, come with me. And Mason's like, oh, I can't tell if my mom's mad or not. So Mason gets up, kind of all scared or whatever, and he sits in the car. And Mason's mom's like, well, this was unexpected, but Mason, today you got a day off. It is your vacation day because that punishment is ridiculous. And then and Mason's like, okay, she's on my side. And Mason's mom is like, Mason, please be honest. Did you dare him to do it? Mason's like, Mom, I promise. Since look, it looks like you're not angry at me either way. Why would I lie about this? Because I didn't do it. I don't even know who this kid is. Why would I dare him to do something so ridiculous? Mason's mom's like, yeah, that's what I thought. But even if you did, like, who cares? And this punishment's ridiculous. So you and we're going to get ice cream because today you learned a very good lesson. Sometimes there are rules that are ridiculous and you'll be punished. But stay true to your convictions, man. Stay true to your convictions. So Mason and his mom went and got ice cream. And I don't think the Minecraft kid's mom was as excited or as pleased with her son. But
click on the video on screen right now. I know you'll enjoy it. Just click it. Do it.
Buckle up, strap in, because today I have probably one of the weirdest camp stories I've ever received. That involves a very creepy Minecraft girl that threatens to literally consume, like eat, like nom nom munch time, the subscriber. Yeah, it makes literally no sense. It's super weird. So yeah, strap in, subscribe if you like stories. Let's call today's subscriber who submitted this story, let's call him Jimmy. So this all happened over the summer, and this was Jimmy's first time ever going to a sleepaway camp. And this specific sleepaway camp was like a wilderness-themed sleepaway camp. They're very popular if you've never been to sleepaway camp, where basically you go and you learn how to kind of like survive on your own. I mean, not really, but it's like kind of like you're cosplaying as someone who would survive on their own, but you're not really. Anyways, so this all happens about on the second day of sleepaway camp, because the first day, you know, Jimmy's mom dropped him off and it's like introductions and all that good stuff. But on the second day, what they did at this camp is they just like threw you right into it, right? So on the second day of camp, they kind of divided you up into mini groups randomly, not by your cabin. They wanted to mix you up like with people that you don't see normally. And this was your camp group. And basically on that second day, you were to go and you were to like bring all the camping like equipment, not go too far away from the campsite, but go basically into the woods, which they've kind of spotted out before to make sure it's like a viable place. And you go into the woods and you set up camp and you stay the night, kind of just to throw you right into it. So anyways, Jimmy hears his name read aloud, and then he hears the name of a bunch of other people that he just doesn't recognize because, you know, he's new to the camp and basically everyone there is going alone. And so he walks over because they're all in this big field, right? And he walks over to meet his group, and he meets up with his group, and he kind of like scans around, and everyone looks pretty normal, except there's this one girl who Jimmy really didn't think much of, but she had this creeper sweatshirt on, and she also had in her backpack a foam diamond pickaxe. Like, you know how like in Minecraft, there's a diamond pickaxe? Basically, you can buy like a replica of that's like foam and plastic or whatever. And that was the two kind of like weird things, right? And she also had like some other stuff, like she had some crazy socks on. She had the black boots, but that's kind of standard. What really set her apart was the fact that she was wearing the creeper hoodie and had the big Minecraft fake diamond pickaxe in her back pocket, right? Or in her backpack. And that wasn't what made her weird, but that's why we're calling her the Minecraft girl, because, you know, she wore the creeper hoodie or whatever. And so anyways, right, they're walking, so they start walking towards the campsite, or the wilderness, right? So they walk over to the wilderness, and the first thing that they do is, since it's kind of getting close to the middle of the day, is they've all brought like a big, like some kind of like portable tent with them. They were given one before they left, and then they were to kind of carry it over there. It was kind of difficult to carry, but that was kind of part of the whole, shebang. And so sure enough, right, eventually they get to the campsite, and the instructor's like, all right, guys, try and find a clearing that is, that is clear. Find a clearing that's clear, but try and find an area that's not too, mucked up with sticks and rocks and stones and brush and stuff that would make it difficult to have your 5 foot by 5 foot campsite kind of like your tent, like be able to be placed. Basically, find a place that's good for your tent is what I'm trying to say, with a billion words instead of two. And so sure enough, Jimmy finds a spot, and there's kind of like a big opening, or kind of not a big opening, but there's kind of a clearing where it is still covered more or less by the forest. However, it is good to put some tents down. So Jimmy kind of like puts his tent down there. There's only really about enough space for another tent. And so the Minecraft girl immediately rushes over and puts her stuff down before anyone else could. And there was a few other people kind of casually, nonchalantly walking over to that site. But the Minecraft girl was very insistent that she was the one that put her tent down. And Jimmy thought that was a little weird, but then again, Jimmy kind of just brushed it off as like, oh, whatever, like, I mean, that's probably pretty normal. She saw a site that she wanted, so she wanted to claim it, and she knew other people were going for it. Little did Jimmy know that the Minecraft girl did not care that there was an opening there. In fact, she would have taken a place that was probably a terrible opening, like a place that would have massive sticks that would poke through her tent, because she wasn't doing it for the camping, She was doing it for Jimmy. And the only reason why she wanted that spot is because Jimmy was right there. But Jimmy didn't know this as of now. And so Jimmy and the Minecraft girl and, a few camp counselors, like, helped them set up their tents or whatever. And other people were not far away at all. Like, Jimmy could see, like, at least 5 or 6 other campers, like, a little bit farther out, like, I don't know, like 10 or 20 feet farther, finding more openings and setting up their camps as well, or their tents. And so before, like, they go to bed, they all congregate together and they come around this, like, camp, this, like, bonfire type thing. And they're all given, like, beans and a can or whatever. And it's not the greatest meal ever, but hey, man, you decided to do a wilderness camp. And part of the description of the wilderness camp is, like, you slept at least one night out in the woods. You're not going to be getting some, like, 4-star buffet. You got that, I don't know, some pork tenderloin. You got your filet mignon. No. You're going to get that canned cold beans, bro. So eventually, right, they're done with dinner, and it's time to go to bed. It's time to sleep, or at least attempt to sleep in your tent. And, this is pretty hard because there's the ambiance of the outside, which is very loud. There's, it's probably not the most comfortable. There's probably plenty of mosquitoes, even if you close your zipper of the tent very well and you make sure it's all, bug proof. They always find a way to get in there. And there's always at least 1 or 2 mosquitoes buzzing around your head. So sleep is difficult, but, Jimmy goes to his campsite. He gets in his tent. He zips it up. He brought a book with them. So he's reading a few, pages from about a chapter or 2 from the book. He's got his little, like, flashlight to read with. And eventually he turns off his flashlight and closes his eyes to try to go to sleep. And it's a little difficult, but eventually he falls asleep. But that's when he believes a couple hours later, he's really disoriented when he wakes up, so he's not totally sure when. But that's when he wakes up to the sound of rustling. And not just like a few, squirrels going by, a few tree branches fall, but like movement, like heavy movement is from right outside his tent site. And he wakes up and he's kind of confused by this. It's not like a clear tent or anything, and obviously a man doesn't have windows, he's in a tent. And that's when he starts to get really nervous, because the zipper that is closed, that has his tent closed up, starts to open, like someone from the outside is unzipping his tent. So Jimmy kind of like gets up pretty quickly, and that's when he sees it's the Minecraft girl, and she kind of pokes her head through the camp or through the zipper and walks right in, and Jimmy's like, hello? Kind of like whispers it a little bit because he doesn't want to be super loud, and that's when the Minecraft girl is like, hi. And this is where things start to get weird. But real quick comment, Minecraft down below. That's the secret word of the day. I'll try and heart your comment. And if you want to support the channel and help me out, after this video, go ahead and binge watch a bunch of videos. Either watch them in the recommended or the playlist, or if you're doing something later in the day or maybe before you go to bed. And make sure to let me know in the comments if you're doing this. I'll try and heart it and say thank you, as I really appreciate it. Anyways, let's get right back to the story as things are starting to get interesting. So remember, Jimmy was sound asleep, and he's awoken to the sound of noise outside of his tent. So when he gets up and he notices the Minecraft girl, someone who he didn't even really talk to at all, maybe he's like, hey, can you pass the whatever, right, earlier in the day, but he's not really spoken to this girl at all, has wandered into his tent, right? He's a little startled, so he gets up and he's like, hello? And she's like, hi, Jimmy. And Jimmy doesn't know her name. Like, even though I never use their real names, Jimmy said that he just knew her as Minecraft Girl. Like, he didn't know her name. They didn't really wear name tags or anything. I think they went around in a circle, so maybe that's how she remembered it. But she then goes on to say so she says three incredibly creepy things. And the first incredibly creepy thing that she says is, "Hey, Jimmy, I've been watching you for a while." Dude, whenever someone says, "I'm watching you," like, just say, like, "Oh, I've seen you around." Don't be like, "I've been deeply observing and mapping your every movements." Like, oh, come on, man. Like, don't say that. And Jimmy's like, "Okay." She's like, "Yeah, I've been watching you for a long time, Jimmy. And I just can't get enough of you." And Jimmy's like, "Oh, okay, that's cool, I guess." And the girl's like, "Jimmy, I just need to know, do you want to be my boyfriend?" And she looks at him with these like big eyes all wide. And Jimmy's like, "Dude, I'm having a freaking fever dream right now. Like, this definitely isn't real." And he's like, I don't know you." And she's like, "Is that a yes or a no? I need to know, Jimmy, please. I need to know." And Jimmy's just like, "Well, I mean, I kind of have a policy." And he kind of makes this up because, like, bro, what? But he's like, "Oh, I kind of got a policy that I got to know someone for a while. I want to start in the friend zone and then make my way to dating them, maybe, if I feel like we're compatible. And the thing is, I just don't know you. Like, my first interaction with you has been you kind of wandering into my tent at, like, presumably very early in the morning." And she's like, "Is that a yes or a no, Jimmy? Like, please don't, like, I just need a yes or no. It's really easy. It's really simple." And Jimmy's like, "Well, respectfully, no, because I don't know you." She sits there for a second, and she kind of looks at the ground. And Jimmy is just like, because it's super uncomfortable, right? He's just sitting there like, is she going to leave? What's going to happen? And she looks up, and she's like, "You've made a mistake. You better not go to sleep tonight." And Jimmy then asks, like, "Well, what happens if I do go to sleep?" And she's like, "Well, while you're asleep, I'm going to start to eat you. And when you wake up, you'll have your entire leg will be missing. And the only thing you'll see is the stump of your leg inside my mouth." And then she just crawls out of his tent. And Jimmy is honestly traumatized. Yes. Do I think she's actually was going to eat him? No. She's just like some goofy Minecraft girl, right? However, she definitely knew what to say, like, that was super unsettling, because when you feel like you're alone in the woods and some creepy girl wanders into your tent and says very strange things, well, let me just say that Jimmy did not sleep that night. Yeah, he pulled a complete all-nighter with nothing to read but his book. He basically just sat there and was just like, he was basically terrified, right? I don't blame him. I would be super freaked out, even if it was super unlikely. Like, I'm not trying to take a risk of, like, waking up and, like, I don't know, my arm's gone because some weirdo girl ate it because I said no to going on a date with her, which I don't know if this was some tactic to go on a date with Jimmy, but let me just say, if your odds were low before, they're practically zero right now, dude. They're practically at 0.0% chance he's going to date you after you say, "Oh, let me just eat you, bro," which is just who says that? But anyways, Jimmy, the next day comes around, even though Jimmy's been up the entire night. So Jimmy watches the sunrise, and they kind of just, so the deal is the camp, you go out and you stay the night overnight in the woods on the first night, or I guess the second night minus orientation, which is the first day. And then for the rest of the camp, which is the rest of the week, you kind of do activities at the campsite and you stay in cabins. So you're kind of like thrown into it, and then it's kind of like easy mode from there on out. So they pack up their camps, or they're not their camps, they pack up their tents, they get it all together. Jimmy is really struggling to stay awake and to have any energy because he's been up all night, because he's been afraid of being eaten or something, which, like, I don't know about you, but that's not my number one concern. And I really don't want it to ever be a number whatever concern. But sure enough, Jimmy is walking back with his group. And he notices, the Minecraft girl is in his group, right? The Minecraft girl is not in front of him, not beside him, but square behind him. And Jimmy would kind of look behind once in a while, and he would see the Minecraft girl was always like 5 feet behind him. And Jimmy would kind of like, slow down a little bit, and she would slow down. He would speed up a little bit. She would speed up. He would move to one side. She would slowly shift over to the other side. And he knew that this girl was really just staying 5 feet behind him at all times. So he was super weirded out, which, I mean, can you blame the man? I mean, this girl threatened to consume him. Like, who, what? Huh? And then, like, all of a sudden, she starts stalking him. And so they get back, right? They get back to camp. And Jimmy goes to his cabin. And his cabin mates are like, oh, man, that was the coolest thing ever. Like, Jimmy, how did you feel about that? Jimmy, who has no sleep and is traumatized, is like, guys, can we talk for a second? And his friends are like, yeah, dude, what's up? So Jimmy sits down, and even the camp counselor walks in because, you know, Jimmy kind of wanted an adult in there too. And Jimmy explained everything that I just told you guys. And all the kids were like, bro, I saw that girl. Like, one of them's like, dude, I know that girl. Like, I saw her before. She was, like, hitting someone with a pickaxe, and she got in trouble. She's so weird. And all the other kids are like, dude, she said she'd eat you? What? And the camp counselor's like, dude, that's not, like, that's messed up, man. Like, she basically, like, she scared you. She traumatized you. She also low-key threatened you with that, even though it's a very weird threat to make. And the camp counselor, God, I can't speak. One like equals one prayer for my brain that's going boom right now. So the camp counselor is like, hey, Jimmy, like, I think I'm going to have to report this. Like, you're okay with that? And Jimmy's like, actually, yeah, I really don't want to be in any other programs with her or really be around her. And so sure enough, the camp counselor, like, tells it to the administrators and the other staff or whatever. And the next day rolls around, and they start camp with a camp meeting. And they always started the day with a camp meeting, but this time, one of the people in the administration came out, and it was normally only camp counselors being like, today's announcement is we're going to be having a bonfire at 4. Everyone should come around. Something like that. But no, it was like one of the kind of like administrators in kind of like a more office gear coming over to be like, hey guys, I just want to remind you that playful or not, you can't make threats of any kind against any other campers. That's just it's not allowed here, and we will have a zero tolerance from this point on, blah, you know, etc. like that. And apparently, right, you know, Jimmy went back to the cabin because he had like a morning activity, and he didn't see the Minecraft girl anywhere. And when he went back to the cabin, right, the counselor is like, hey, Jimmy, I just want to let you know that the Minecraft girl is no longer at this camp, and she's also not allowed back. And that announcement this morning was kind of just like after the disciplinary process went through. Apparently, the Minecraft girl's mom was called, or parents were called, and, you know, they drove over and got her, and, you know, probably were very like, why is my daughter like this? What? But yeah, for the rest of the camp, Jimmy did not need to deal with the Minecraft girl because she was gone. She was kicked out. And Jimmy actually enjoyed the rest of that camp so much that he came back the next year. And he came back the next year without any feelings of worry or dread because the Minecraft girl, he was told, was banned from that camp. So he came back the next year and enjoyed it. And this time, when he actually camped out, he actually had a good time because he was not threatened to be consumed by a random Minecraft girl that was in love with him / obsessed with him.
Click on the video on screen right now. I know you'll enjoy it. Just click it. Do it.
Today we got a story of a Minecraft kid that destroys his brand new $5,000 gaming PC, which, by the way, why would he spend $5,000 on a gaming PC to play Minecraft? But anyways, he destroys it because he gets mad playing Minecraft or something, and then he tries to cover it up and blames it on the subscriber, and it is a fantastic story. So sit back, relax, subscribe if you like stories, and let's call today's subscriber who sent in the story Eli. So this all happened when Eli and a bunch of other kids were invited over to the Minecraft kid's house. Eli and the Minecraft kid were pretty decent friends, but Eli was better friends with the other people invited, and the Minecraft kid was kind of just friends by proxy. I don't know if you guys are ever in like friend groups where you're really good close friends with some of the people, but not as much the other people, but you end up hanging out with all of them at the same time, just because like that's how the friend group works. So Eli was pretty excited to see the new big gaming PC, and he didn't dislike the Minecraft kid. I want to make that very clear. They were friends, like they were on good terms. I mean, they weren't really friends after what happens in this story, but you'll have to wait to see exactly what that is. But anyways, let's just fast forward to Friday night. They all get out of school and they go home, and then after a couple hours later, all their parents drive them to the Minecraft kid's house, and they're all excited. I mean, the school week is over, man. They're going to see their friends. friends. Their friend, the Minecraft kid, got a new gaming PC, and maybe if they're lucky enough and if he's feeling generous, they'll get a swing on the most extreme, powerful graphics ever so that they can play Minecraft, which definitely needs 10,000 frames per second that you literally can't even see, but whatever, man. Anyways, right, so they all get to the house, and the Minecraft kid's mom greets them. It's like, oh, welcome to our little house or whatever. It was not a little house, man. I mean, look, if your mom or dad is buying you a $5,000 gaming PC, they probably have a little bit of spare cash, if you know what I mean. It was a pretty cool house, but none of these kids really cared. They just thought the Minecraft kid was cool, and he was someone to play Minecraft with. Turns out he was not as cool as they thought. But anyways, right, the Minecraft kid runs down the stairs. He's like, guys, you gotta come up here right now. And they all kind of like run up the stairs, and they got their sleeping bags and their backpacks full of their belongings. It was turning out to be like a really great night. Or so they thought before it went terribly, terribly wrong. But anyways, right, they walk in the Minecraft kid's room, and none of them had actually ever been over to the Minecraft kid's house before. All of them had kind of grown up in the neighborhood together, and the Minecraft kid came 2 years ago, so he was kind of like a newer addition. However, the Minecraft kid did like sleep over at their houses before, but they walk in the Minecraft kid's room, and it is one of the coolest rooms ever. It's got like a really cool bed, and there's all these little fun things, and a beanbag chair, and there's like the glowing lights that you see on dorm rooms a lot of time in college, and it's just a really cool setup. And they're like, wow, man, you got the coolest room ever. And he said, and this is the best part. And he turns and he points at his desk, and sure enough, there is a massive monitor. There's a massive like gaming kind of like PC thing on the bottom. There's glowing keyboards and lights, or RGB. It's RGB, not Ruth Bader Ginsburg. It's RGB. And they were like, wow, man, that's the coolest PC I've ever seen. Like, we got to see you play on it. And the Minecraft kid is just teeming with excitement. He is so excited to like show off his new gaming computer. So he sits down. He's like, everyone, watch me obliterate these nerds in Minecraft. So the Minecraft kid, hops on his new super expensive, high resolution, tons of RAM, or I don't know computers that well. His new PC that was super expensive, he hops on there, and he loads up Minecraft, and he logs in a Hypixel, and he's like, dude, I'm gonna literally, like, destroy everyone in Bed Wars so hard. It's gonna be so crazy. Bed Wars is a game mode you can play. It's a video game you can play Minecraft in. It's like a mini game for Minecraft, basically, for you guys who don't know. And it's competitive, so you play against other players online. So anyways, he logs in the Bed Wars, and he gets immediately smoked. And let me just say that, yeah, I'm a little annoyed by the level of kind of sweaty people that play all the time. I'm like, dude, just let me have fun. But whatever, that's for another day. And he gets obliterated within like the first minute because some guy like speed bridges over to him, like breaks his bed immediately. And all of his friends are like, dude, watch out. And he just gets flawless, basically. If you don't know what that means in Minecraft, when you're fighting someone and you don't even touch them back, you've been flawless. But, anyways, right, he's like, oh, that's just a fluke. I think my systems are taking a little bit longer to run. At this point, right, the kid is equating skill and how expensive his PC is, but that's fair enough, right? He's got a good attitude so far. I mean, not for long, but I guess you'll see. And so sure enough, he loads up another game, and he actually is doing okay. And then he gets obliterated again by another guy. And he's like, bro, I hate this game. And his friends are like, dude, don't worry about it. Like, you're still good. And he's like, yeah, I am. And sure enough, the Minecraft kid loads up another Bed Wars game. And once again, another kid just starts like speed bridging over. He's like, bro, like, why is my computer not making me speed bridge? And so the Minecraft kid tries to bridge really fast, but obviously you need to aim right. It's not just if you have good frames per second. So he falls off. He's like, man. And he starts to get really angry during that game. They're like, dude, don't worry about it. Just keep fighting, keep fighting. And sure enough, like, he's in the middle. He's grabbing some emeralds, which is something you do in Minecraft Bed Wars. And he's in the middle of the map, and someone breaks his bed, which basically means he can't respawn. He's like, dude, I put end stone down. How did they break that? And they're like, bro, don't worry about it. You got the $5,000 PC. No one is going to be able to touch you out here. So sure enough, right, the Minecraft kid has like an iron sword, iron armor, he's stacked up, he's got 1,000,000,000 frames per second, he's got all the hertz in the world, whatever that even does, he's got a ton of RAM, he's got a ram and a goat in his backyard, like he's killing it right now. And sure enough, someone comes up to him and just W taps him into the void. He just like, they start fighting, they start like swinging swords at each other, they're PvPing, and he just flies into the void. And the Minecraft kid loses it. He completely loses all control. He's like, I hate this game. And with just two motions, right, he destroys his entire PC. The first motion is he takes his mouse and he smashes it into his like super expensive high resolution 1,000,000,000 hertz monitor, completely shatters, flies on the ground, and then with another motion, he still has his shoes on, he goes over to his gaming PC and with his big boot on, he kicks it and it actually kind of flies across the room, hits the ground, and you could just hear the insides of that PC shatter. The motherboard, all the chips and the cooling device and the memory, all of it just shatters and shakes up, and even the side cracks and some stuff is spilling out. And he's like huffing and puffing. He's like, and Eli, the subscriber, and all of his other friends who were just sitting there are just like, oh my God. Oh my God. What just happened, man? The secret word of the day is not Minecraft. And it normally will be, but the secret word of the day is door. Like the thing that like you have on your room or you enter your house with. Yeah, so comment door down below and I'll heart your comment. Most of you guys won't get that, but for the few OGs of the channel, that will probably bring a little tear to your eye. Also, if you want to support the channel on our road to 600K, there's two things you can do. The first thing is binge watch my videos, aka watch a bunch of videos after this one, or watch a playlist of my videos before you go to sleep or while you're doing something. Please comment like these people when you're doing that so I can heart it. And also the second thing you can do is literally tell a friend who you think will like the channel and hopefully they subscribe. And comment if you do that too, like this person. I'll try and heart it. Anyways, back to the story because it gets even crazier from this point on. So it's kind of like the calm, not before the storm, but kind of the calm after the storm, because, you know, the Minecraft kid starts like, his emotions are slowly shifting from rage to, oh my God, what did I just do, to, oh my God, my mom is gonna kill me, bro. Like, I cannot, this can't happen. So the Minecraft kid like frantically looks over at his friends. He's like, guys, my mom cannot know about this ever. He's like, I need you all to swear to secrecy not to tell her. And Eli and all the kids are like, yeah, dude, like, we're totally not going to tell her. Like, we're just going to have a good rest of our night. We won't tell her. We'll pretend like nothing happened at all. And Eli's like, hey, like, I even brought my own PC if we want to game on that later. Like, we're still going to have a great night tonight. Things happen, man. Okay, things like this don't normally happen, but they were just trying to make him feel good in this situation. The Minecraft kid's like, thank you guys. Like, we got to hide this now. Like, we got to. So they, anyways, right, they find some kind of bag or they put it in the closet. They hide it pretty sloppily, but I don't know how you're going to properly hide a smashed monitor and basically a bag of malfunctioning computer chips, which was his PC like 5 minutes ago before he obliterated it. And they kind of just go about their day. And at one point, you know, the mom calls them down for dinner. And so they're all sitting at the dinner table, and, you know, the Minecraft kid's mom made them, like, a big thing of mac and cheese, which I'm actually going to make for myself in a couple minutes when I'm done with this video. So, mac and cheese on the mind. Anyways, right, so they're all sitting there, they're enjoying their big thing of mac and cheese or whatever, and they totally forget about the gaming computer. Okay, maybe the Minecraft kid is still thinking about it a little bit because he did just destroy his $5,000 brand new gaming computer and his parents don't know about it, so maybe it's still on his mind. But anyways, they're all sitting there and they're all just not even thinking about it. They're talking about school and how crazy like how fun the last assignment was and how like that one person went up there and like made a fool of themselves. Like they were just doing like standard middle school kid stuff. And that's when all of their like hearts drop and start beating incredibly quickly because they hear the last sound that they wanted to hear. They hear the Minecraft kid's mom walk upstairs and then scream the Minecraft kid's first, middle, and last name. Bro, if your mom screams at you and she says your first, middle, and last name, it's about time for you to pack up and go to Alaska, bro, because you're done, bro. I don't know how else to say it, but you're done. And so whatever conversation they were having before is it's done and over with, because all of them know exactly why the Minecraft kid's mom screamed out his name. And all of them, including the Minecraft kid, are just sweating. They're looking super anxious at the moment, and they all sit there in dead silence. And no one is eating anymore, right? And sure enough, they hear bump, 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 bump. And that's like his mom walking down the stairs, and they're all just like, oh boy, okay, this is not going to be good at all. And the mom walks down, and the Minecraft kid is at the end of the table, so he's facing away from the door. So his mom kind of shows up behind him, but Eli is on the very opposite side of the table, so he's looking directly at the door. So he gets the first glimpse at the Minecraft kid's mom's face, and her brow is so furrowed that she's practically created a unibrow. The look of anger on her face is unmatched, and she comes in, she's like, Minecraft kid, explain your computer now. I walked into your room and your screen thing was destroyed and your computer box was all broken. I just got that for you. Do you have any idea how much $5,000 is? Do you know how hard your dad and I work to get all the great things for you, and you destroyed it? And he's like, the Minecraft kid starts tearing up, right? And everyone feels so bad. Everyone feels so bad until the Minecraft kid says what he's about to say. He's like, Mom, it wasn't me. And then the Minecraft kid turns and he lifts up his hand, and with one finger, he points directly down the table. And Eli can almost feel the pointing on his chest. Like, he almost feels like an imprint in his chest when the Minecraft kid, with tears falling down his face and like his hand pointing directly at him, says, it was Eli. He was playing one of the games and he got mad. And then he broke my new computer. And then the Minecraft kid's mom was like, oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry, I blamed you. Gave him a big hug. And while giving him a big hug, like, Eli was like, hey, yo, what are they saying? And everyone else at the table was like, hey, bro, what? And as she's giving the Minecraft kid a big hug, you could see her face look up, and she has the coldest stare, looking directly into the pits of Eli's eyes. And he's like, oh my God. And she's like, Eli, sweetie, can I talk to you for a second? And Eli's like, oh my God. And she's like, out here, please. And sure enough, right, Eli's walking down the table, and he gives a look to the Minecraft kid like, dude, what's up? And the Minecraft kid just ignores him, just is looking straight ahead. And, he walks out, and the Minecraft kid's mom starts on a rant saying like, that was a super expensive computer you broke. Like, that was a $5,000 computer. I'm not sure if my son told you exactly how expensive that was, but like, we're gonna, like, you might have to work here for the summer to try and repay at least some of that. Like, this is gonna take forever for us to, and he's like, hey, like, I'm so sorry the computer was broken, but I need to tell you something. And she's like, what? Okay, make it quick. Like, I'm in the middle of like ranting about you, right? Or ranting to you. And he's like, hey, like, I know that like this contradicts exactly what your son said, but I need you to know that I did not break the computer. In fact, I did not even have a turn on the computer. What actually happened was, the Minecraft kid, who I thought was my friend, invited all of us over to see him play on his new computer, and maybe we would have played at the very end. But we got there, and he was playing, and he wasn't necessarily better at the game, and he thought that he would be because he had an expensive computer, and he got really, really mad and broke his computer out of frustration and rage. And then he told us that we couldn't tell you about it because you'd be super mad, and then we were eating, and then you came down, and then he blamed me. And the mom is like, well, I don't really know how do I know who to believe? And, Eli's like, shoot, like, it's really my word or her son's. And then Eli's like, oh, well, I don't know if I hope people are truthful, but maybe ask all the people to come over individually. Kind of like in like a courtroom, how you're interrogated individually, so you can't, if you lie, like the cross-examination will get you. So sure enough, right, Eli walks back to the table and sits down at the end of it and is just not making any eye contact with the Minecraft kid. And it's not like the Minecraft kid is trying to make any eye contact either. But then the mom starts calling out the names of each of the individual kids one by one. And you can't really hear what they're talking about, but Eli knows exactly what they are talking about. And the Minecraft kid is like, And eventually the last kid is called in and walks back in and sits down. And the Minecraft kid's mom walks back into the room with kind of a sense of calmness because her initial rage with seeing the expensive things she bought for her son destroyed has kind of washed over her, and it's more kind of like, all right, I gotta be the parent here. I can't like lose myself. She's like, all right, well, I don't know if we should continue the sleepover. There's been a lot of things going on. And I really do need to have a good heart-to-heart talk with my son. And at this point, right, the Minecraft kid's face goes from no expression, kind of trying to ignore eye contact with everyone, to just like, boing, 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 just like, oh no, she knows, bro. Just like, oh shoot, they all told. And sure enough, right, the Minecraft kid's mom calls all the parents, and it's kind of an awkward, like, 30 to 40 minute period, because all the parents were like, we were going, like, because the parents were going out. They were taking advantage of the time, like, being, like, the house alone. So the Minecraft kid's mom was actually had to drive home, like, half the kids, because the parents were out for some reason. And so let's just skip ahead to the next day. So, or not even the next day, let's skip ahead to Monday. It was school, and they all kind of came back. And they were all sitting at lunch table, and the Minecraft kid came and sat down. And he was like, guys, I really need to apologize. And he looked directly at Eli like, bro, I threw you under the bus. I just couldn't handle my mom being that angry at me. What I did was wrong, and I want to apologize. I don't expect you to forgive me, man. Like, I was a total jerk, and I'm sorry. And Eli's like, well, you were a total jerk, but I can understand how scary that must have been. And he's like, you know what, bro? It's good. Obviously, never do anything like that again. Obviously, right? I wish I didn't have to say that, but he's like, I can understand like how crazy of a situation that is. We're cool. And kind of like the Minecraft kid had a little smile. Look, guys, not all my stories end terribly, but it's not over yet. 1 second. And sure enough, right, you know, Eli's like, well, if you don't mind, can I ask what the punishment was? We just really wanted to know. And Minecraft kid's like, yeah, I mean, that's the least that's the least I can do to pay you back for what I put you through. And Minecraft kid's like, yeah, so after you guys all left, my mom was very upset with me. She was not yelling at me, but she was giving me, you know, what's almost worse, like the passive mom, like the passive-aggressive mom. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed, bro. Please be angry, just don't be disappointed, man. That's what I'm trying to say. But anyways, eventually, when the Minecraft kid's dad got home, he was not happy about it either. And basically, right, the Minecraft kid will not be getting a new computer for a very long time. And he's basically banned from going on his iPad, which is how he was really playing Minecraft a lot before, which explains why he sucks so much when he went on his PC, because it's totally different, right? Mechanics are totally different, all that stuff. And he's like, yeah, I'm banned from the iPad for 2 weeks. I gotta, like, do schoolwork when I get back, and I can't hang out with you guys on the weekends for, like, in those 2 weeks as well. But he said, other than that, like, I kind of got off lucky. Like, I thought they were gonna, like, the punishment would have been worse. And yeah, so that's the conclusion of why you should not obliterate your gaming PC, because you lose in bed.
Click on the video on screen right now. I know you'll enjoy it. Just click it. Do it.
Today we got a story of this crazy Minecraft girl that ends up attacking the subscriber. I'm sure you guys will enjoy it, so subscribe if you like stories. And let's call today's subscriber, let's call him Hudson. So the subscriber who sent in this story, we're calling him Hudson, and Hudson got a new girlfriend. And Hudson and this new girlfriend had been dating for probably about a month at this time, and Hudson had never been over to his girlfriend's house. Hudson's girlfriend knew about him and was totally fine with it. And, you know, I think the reason that they just never saw each other at each other's houses is they were just kind of busy for the last, like, month or so. But one weekend, right, Hudson's girlfriend is like, hey, like, do you want to come over? So this was, like, tomorrow. So this was, like, a Friday, right? So she's like, hey, do you want to come over Saturday? Do you want to just, like, hang out for the entire day? And, you know, Hudson was like, yeah, sure, like, is this at your house? And the girlfriend's like, yeah, like, I talked to my parents, they're totally okay. In fact, they're going to be away, so the only person who's going to be in the house is going to be you and me and my little sister, but she'll probably just be playing Minecraft with her friends or whatever. She'll be in her room the whole time. So it's really going to be just like you and me in the house alone. And Hudson was really excited because, like, this is his new girlfriend or whatever, and this is a pretty big deal. So anyways, right, sure enough, Hudson is like driven over by his mom to, his new girlfriend's house, and his mom's like, bye, honey, have a good time. Don't have too good of a time. Wink, wink. Hudson's like, Mom, shut up. Like, I don't want to hear that. She's like, ha 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 ha. Well, typical mom behavior. You love to see it. But anyways, right, so Hudson walks up to the door. His new girlfriend greets him at it and says, oh, like, this is the first time we're actually seeing each other at each other's houses. And, Hudson was like, yeah, I'm pretty hyped. So she's like, all right, come in. I have lunch prepared. And, Hudson was like, damn, you have lunch prepared? Like, all right, let's go. Yeah, she made some mac and cheese. You'll love to see it. So, Hudson sat down at the dinner table, got a bowl of mac and cheese, was just talking with his girlfriend. This seemed like it was going to be the greatest day ever, right? However, there was a bit of a complication that happened a little bit later on, as you can probably tell by the title. The sister, Hudson's girlfriend's sister, we're going to call the Minecraft girl from here on out. So if you hear me say Minecraft girl, what I'm saying is Hudson's girlfriend's sister. It's just a lot cleaner, and I'm not going to trip up over my words as I always do, so yeah. So as Hudson and his girlfriend are sitting at like the kitchen table just talking or whatever, they hear footsteps come down the stairs, and, Hudson looks over, and it's this girl who's probably about, like, I don't know, like, Hudson and his girlfriend are both 16. This girl is probably 13 or 14 or something like that. She walks down the stairs in these, like, knee-high socks, this, like, sweatshirt or whatever, and this, like, creeper hat or whatever, and she walks down, and she just gives Hudson this look of, like, I don't know who you are, but you better stay away from my sister type look of, like, I don't like you, I won't ever like you, and you gotta, like, watch yourself type look. So Hudson's girlfriend's like, oh, Hudson, this is my sister, like, Minecraft girl, says her actual name or whatever, right? And Hudson's like, oh, Minecraft girl, it's nice to meet you, and the Minecraft girl kind of looks at him and is like, hi. It kind of just, like, gives him this kind of look of, like, I don't like you, bro. And, Hudson's girlfriend was like, okay, yeah, okay, that's enough of an introduction for you two. And sure enough, right, the Minecraft world really just comes down to, like, get something to eat and goes straight back upstairs. And Hudson, after she is obviously, like, left and has gone back up to her room, Hudson turns to his girlfriend and is like, hey, like, does she normally, like, not like people, like, that come over? And, Hudson's girlfriend's like, I don't think she's, like, super... It takes a while. Like, she's great, but it takes a while for, like, new people to get used to her, and for the other vice versa as well. Don't worry, like, don't judge a first interaction with her as as who she really is. You just need to thaw to her. Like, she needs to get used to you. Which, she was about to get used to him very quickly, but in the worst way possible. Because let's flash forward, like, half an hour or so. So Hudson and his girlfriend are like, all right, well, we can go watch TV. So they go sit on the couch, and they're watching some Netflix program or whatever. And at some point, Hudson's girlfriend's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Like, don't go anywhere. And Hudson's like, all right, I got you. So Hudson kind of, like, goes on his phone because the Netflix program is paused or whatever, and he's paying attention to his phone, so he doesn't hear the footsteps come up, like, very quietly behind him. And the only time, he only realizes that someone is behind him when he feels a whap on the back of his head. And he's like, ow! And he turns around, and he sees the Minecraft girl, aka Hudson's girlfriend's little sister, with one of those foam Minecraft pickaxes. And he realizes pretty quickly that she just, like, hit him over the head with the Minecraft pickaxe. And then once again, bats him over the head, and is like, you better stay away from my sister. So then all of a sudden, both, the Minecraft girl and Hudson hear, a toilet flush, and then, kind of like, when you rinse your hand, like, water's running or whatever in the sink, right? So both of them hear that, and the Minecraft girl is like, you heard me, like, stay away from my sister. Gets up and runs away. Runs back upstairs to her bed wars or whatever, right? And so Hudson's kind of sitting there like, okay, I'm not sure how to react to that. And Hudson's girlfriend sits down. She's like, what? And Hudson's like, and she's like, your face, like, what's wrong? Because, like, Hudson's girlfriend could kind of read him like a book at this point. They were good for each other, bro. But Hudson was like, yeah, so it's not a big deal, but, like, I was sitting here and I felt like something hit me in the back of my head. It didn't hurt that much, obviously, but I turned around and it was your little sister, and then she hit me in the head again with that little foam pickaxe, like from Minecraft. It's not a big deal. It obviously didn't hurt. But then she said, stay away from my sister. So, Hudson's girlfriend is like, that's it. Like, you stay right here again. And Hudson sits there as he hears, his girlfriend walk up and starts, like, talking very loudly to, like, most, like, presumably the Minecraft girl. And he can't really make out what's being said, but you can assume that, like, don't treat, like, my boyfriend like that. I get that he's new here and that you don't know him. And even if you're trying to be protective, stop it. It's just weirding him out. Like, thank you for wanting the best for me, but not like this, yada, yada, stuff like that. So the girlfriend comes back down, is like, sorry, like, that should be dealt with. Like, if you see her again, she's going to be chill. So Hudson's like, all right, cool. A little spoiler alert for you guys. She is the opposite of chill from this point on. Real quick, comment Minecraft down below if you want to heart in your comment. That will be the secret word of the day, and I'll try and heart as many of those comments as I possibly can. And also, if you do want to support the channel, binge watch some videos, either watch some playlists or click on videos in the recommended. And please, if you're doing this, leave me a comment down below like these people so that I can say thank you by hearting it or maybe replying by saying thank you, because that supports the channel so much. Anyways, back to the story. So anyways, right, Hudson's girlfriend's parents are going to be out for probably the entire night, or at least that's what Hudson's girlfriend said. So she decides that she's going to make dinner, and Hudson's like, oh, cool, awesome. And so Hudson's girlfriend makes the dinner and, eventually is like calls down her sister and calls in the boyfriend like, all right, guys, dinner's ready. So, Hudson, walks over to the dining room and, sits down, and, the girlfriend sits down, and also the little sister, aka the Minecraft girl, sits down, and she's like being super awkward, making no eye contact at all with, Hudson, kind of understandably, right? And all of a sudden, right, Hudson's girlfriend's like, hey, I want to go show you something. And she looks at the Minecraft girl and is like, all right, we'll be right back. And I don't know, I wasn't told exactly. By the way, this story was submitted over on Instagram. Go follow me on there. It's in the description, and submit your stories there. But anyways, right, I wasn't told exactly what the girlfriend told Hudson. But anyways, they come back, and Hudson realizes that, the little sister, aka the Minecraft girl's face, goes from a face of, like, I don't know, like, I'm feeling very weird, like, this is awkward, to a face of, like, evil. Like, she has an evil grin on her face. So right away, Hudson is like, all right, bro, this is a little weird, this is a little strange, I don't know how I feel about this. And he sits down, and he's just, like, goes to take a big chug of water. And he takes a big chug of water and immediately, like, spits it out. And the girlfriend's like, are you okay? And he's like, wow, this water is so salty. So the girlfriend grabs his water glass, sticks her finger in it, kind of like licks her finger, and looks immediately at, like, at her little sister, and is like, did you do this? And the little sister is like, yeah, stay away from my big sister, and while looking at Hudson. And sure enough, right, the Hudson's girlfriend starts yelling at the little sister, like, I already told you to stop being, like, weird. I already told you that, like, we're, like, great for each other, and just, like, you don't have to like him, but don't be weird about it. Like, it was strange already enough that you bopped him over the head with, like, a foam pickaxe, right? But now you're trying to make his food taste bad. Like, either way, like, if we're breaking up, it's not because of you. And, like, if anything, like, we have a stronger bond now, even if that wasn't true. She just said it, right? And she's like, you know what, go up to your room. And the Minecraft girl's like, you know what, like, you don't have any authority over me. And the old Hudson's girlfriend is like, I don't necessarily, but I'm gonna, like, do you really still want to be here when we're both very mad at you? And the girl's like, fine, whatever, I'm gonna go play Bed Wars anyways. So the girl goes upstairs, and Hudson turns to, like, his girlfriend, is like, hey, I feel kind of bad, like, I want to be on at least okay terms with your sister. Obviously, like, just you going over there wasn't enough. Maybe I should go up and, like, talk to her. And Hudson's girlfriend looks at him very longingly, like, you're so nice, you're so sweet, like, that's so kind of you, like, she really doesn't deserve it after what you've done, or not after what you've done, after what she's done, but just know that she's a little strange sometimes, and she really doesn't like new people. And I guess I've never had a boyfriend before, or at least I've never had one come over, so I don't know how she's going to react. And Hudson's like, you know what, I got it, don't even worry about it, I just want to be on good terms. This was a big mistake for Hudson, let me just say. Well, anyways, right, Hudson, finishes up his meal, looks at his girlfriend and says, hey,
I'll be back in like 10 minutes. I just want to go talk. And she's like, all right, fine, but please don't get mad at me if things go wrong. And Hudson's like, of course not. Like, I don't blame you at all for any of this. And she's like, all right, good. Thank you so much. You're such a kind soul. You got a big heart, like, for doing this. And Hudson's like, all right, man. So, Hudson walks upstairs and he knocks on the door a little bit. He's like, hey, can we just talk for a second? Like, I'm not mad or anything. I just want to, like, get to know you a little bit. I want to let you know that I'm not, like, some evil stranger or whatever, and that I'm not some, like, I don't know, some Brad type that's just gonna, like, play your sister or whatever. By the way, I know some cool Brads. It's just a stereotype, bro. And if you're a Brad watching this, you're the good Brad, right? You're not the bad Brad that I'm referring to. But anyways, right, so he knocks on the door, and he's like, can you let me in? Like, we don't have to talk for long. It can just be for a minute or whatever. And he hears some, like, scuffling around, right? And he's like, okay, well, there's definitely someone in there. And he's like, if you don't want me to come in, just let me know, right? And he said, all right, well, I hear that you're in there, so just say, don't come in if you want me to not come in. And no response, right? So he's like, all right, well, I'm coming in because I really do want to talk, right? So anyways, Hudson starts opening the door, slowly opens it up, and what is in front of the room is bunch of, like, all these, like, clothes all over the place. There's, like, a whole big gaming setup with the light up mouse, the light up keyboard. It seemed to be in the middle of, like, just, like, sitting in the Hypixel lobby. Like, it seemed like she was on, like, a game or whatever and just, like, quit to the hub and was just sitting there. Dude, okay, don't take that out of context. In Hypixel, like the Minecraft thing that I'm playing right now, there's something called the hub, which is just like the place where all the games are. It's not what you dirty people think. Oh my god. Anyways, right. So he just notices, like, oh, well, she's not in here, but I heard her. And, like, mid-thought, right, because the door is open and he's scanned the entire room, he hears something from behind the door. So he turns around and he looks behind the door, and the Minecraft girl jumps out from behind the door and goes, rah! Literally tackles this guy. And here's the thing. Hudson wasn't, like, a massive football player or something that was, like, a really big dude or whatever, but he also was, like, significantly older by a couple years than this girl. However, the fact that he wasn't expecting this and, like, kind of the element of surprise, like, he got fumbled by this girl. He fell over. Like, this girl knocked him over, dude. So he's, like, on the floor, and, like, the girlfriend hears all this commotion. It's like, oh my god, like, what's going on? And the Minecraft girl has the pickaxe in her hand and starts going bop 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 bop. Starts bopping, like, Hudson in the face, being like, stay away from, and every single, like, word is another bop with the Minecraft pickaxe. So, stay away from my sister, you weirdo. And Hudson's like, stop. Like, I just wanted to talk to you to prove that I wasn't weird. Like, who's being the weirdo here? Like, me or the girl that literally lured me into her room to attack me with a Minecraft pickaxe? Like, who's being the weird one here, dude? But anyways, right, Hudson's girlfriend walks up the stairs like, oh my god, what is going on here? And, the Minecraft girl is like, I'm, like, defending you from this weirdo freak. Like, he wanted to talk to me. Ha ha ha. Little did he know that I was, like, hiding, waiting for him to come. Like, I pounced on him. I'm attacking him right now. So Hudson's girlfriend kind of, like, grabs, like, the Minecraft girl and rips her off of Hudson. And Hudson gets up like, whoa, okay. Not exactly what I was expecting, right? And the Hudson's girlfriend's like, Minecraft girl, says her, like, actual name, right? Minecraft girl, like, this is, like, I've told you again and again, like, just stay away from him. He's totally fine. He just wanted to come up and talk to you. I didn't even tell him to do this. He just wanted to make things right with you. He's got such a big heart, and all you do is, like, just attack him, and you're mean to him. Like, why on earth are you doing this? And the Minecraft girl goes very silent, and you can see that her fists start to ball up. And Hudson's like, oh god, what's coming up next, dude? Like, what lucky surprise am I about to receive? Like, and sure enough, the Minecraft girl is like, if you can't see the truth, then you're lost to me too. Like, some real cryptic stuff, bro. And in the middle of, like, Hudson's girlfriend saying, what are you saying? the Minecraft girl starts like flailing, attacking like Hudson's girlfriend with the pickaxe and pushes her and is like, you don't understand that what I'm doing is for the best of you, so if you don't understand it, I'm gonna make you understand. It's just like attacking her with the Minecraft pickaxe, pushing her against the wall. And once again, Hudson's girlfriend was kind of petite, like she was definitely kind of small, but she was at least bigger than the Minecraft girl who was younger than her. So after being like thrown against the wall, because she was so thrown off guard by, like, she did not expect her sister to just straight up like attack her out of the blue, she eventually like pushes back and is like, what are you doing? You're insane. And the Minecraft girl like kind of like pushes both of them away from her, being like, I'm doing this for the best of both of you, like, stay away from my sister. And like turns to her sister, you got to start having a brain on you. And Hudson looks at her and is just like, dude, oh my God. And, Hudson's girlfriend's like, fine. And looks at Hudson, says, we should probably go. And the Minecraft girl's like, yes, I won. You're breaking up with him. And Hudson's girlfriend turns to her and is like, no, you're being crazy. We're going to go have a good time without you in the house, or without you here. And Hudson's girlfriend's like, sure, whatever, go and break up with him. I know it's coming. So anyways, Hudson is walked down, like, Hudson's girlfriend holds Hudson's hand and is like walking him down the stairs. Is like, I am so sorry. Once again, like, sorry times a billion. I don't understand. Like, I knew she was kind of crazy. Like, I knew she was a little bit weird and a little psycho, but like, isn't every 14-year-old girl or little sister right? But this is absurd. And she says, you know what? This day doesn't have to be bad. So, anyways, Hudson's girlfriend's parents eventually come back. Hudson's girlfriend real quickly explains what happens, and they're like, oh my God, we're going to punish your sister for this. And Hudson's girlfriend's like, you guys can do whatever you want, but can I just ask for a favor? And they say, sure, what's up? And they say, can you just drive us to go get ice cream? So this story ends off pretty well, because Hudson and his girlfriend just end up getting ice cream, nice, relaxing, and no crazy Minecraft girl to ruin the day.
Today we get a story of a Minecraft kid that gets angry at his teacher, so decides that, his revenge will be farting in the teacher's face and then going completely insane. This is probably one of the weirdest stories I have ever received, so sit back, relax, subscribe if you like stories, and let's call today's subscriber Noah. So this all happens one day when Noah is just chilling in his class, and there's another guy in his class, and we're going to call this guy the Minecraft kid because he's obsessed with Minecraft. He's always wearing the creeper hoodie. You already know how it goes. And obviously, right, if you like Minecraft, this video is not against you because, bro, I love Minecraft. Look at the background gameplay. But anyways, right, so Noah was just chilling in class. And he looks to like his left, and directly like to the next of him, directly adjacent to him, is the Minecraft kid. And him and the Minecraft kid weren't like best friends or anything, but he had nothing necessarily against the Minecraft kid. And the teacher was beginning the lecture on whatever it was, and he sees the Minecraft kid, he had his computer out because everyone had their computers out. It was like 6th grade, and that was like the first time that like, they were given school computers or whatever, or Chromebooks, or I don't even know. He had his computer out though. And like, you could have your school given Chromebook or school issued Chromebook, or you could bring your own computer. So the Minecraft kid, brought his gaming computer. And the difference with today and any other day is Noah looked over and saw the Minecraft kid reach into his backpack, pull out a mouse pad and a gaming mouse. One of those like gaming mice that like all light up and glow and all that stuff. Yeah, he whipped out one of those. And at first Noah's like, oh, he just wants to use a mouse instead of the trackpad. Like, that's totally understandable. Trackpad sucks. I 100% agree. And anyways, right, Noah doesn't even really pay that much attention. And that is until he hears the Minecraft soundtrack. Super, super, super loud. Minecraft soundtrack is beautiful. I've actually like gone to sleep to it a couple of times on Spotify, but that's beyond the point, right? Anyways, right, so Noah is like, he realizes that the Minecraft kid next to him is not only like not really caring that, he has his entire gaming setup out, he also just doesn't care that Minecraft music is blasting away. And sure enough, right, you hear the Minecraft soundtrack, you hear the walking footsteps in Minecraft, you hear him beating up some chicken and the chicken making like squeaking noises or whatever. And so Noah's just like, oh my God, like this kid's gonna get in a ton of trouble. But sure enough, right, the music was just so loud that the teacher like turns around and like looks at like the Minecraft kid and is like, Minecraft kid, like turn down that music. Like you can't be playing music in class. So the teacher didn't realize that this was just like music to a video game. The teacher just thought that the Minecraft kid was playing like music in class, which, you know, sometimes kids have like tried to like listen to music, but normally they'd use headphones or whatever. And the teacher says, hey, no listening to music in class, you gotta be paying attention. So the teacher kind of doesn't think anything more of it and goes back to their work. And so the Minecraft kid, sure enough, just turns off the volume, but keeps on playing Minecraft. And it's super obvious because he's like whipping his like mouse around and like clicking really fast and doing all this stuff. And obviously if the teacher paid like really close attention, he would realize that the Minecraft kid was not just listening to music, but was not listening to music at all, but instead was playing a video game with music in the background. So anyways, right, Noah's like, dude, this kid's gonna get caught. And sure enough, right, you know, the Minecraft kid, I think in the beginning was playing like normal Minecraft, but then he goes on to one of those servers. I think he's playing Bed Wars or something. And this kid is like really good at Bed Wars. And when you're really good at Bed Wars, a lot of times you'll be clicking super fast so that you can place more blocks. Or maybe when you're fighting someone, you take less knockback and you might get more hits. So this kid starts butterfly clicking, which is when you take two fingers and rapidly slam your mouse with it. And sure enough, right, the kid in the middle of class starts spamming his mouse like, and Noah was just like, dude, that's so loud. And sure enough, the teacher turns around and is like, hey, Minecraft kid, are you playing video games in class? And the Minecraft kid legitimately keeps on clicking because apparently he's in the middle of like a fight or something, like a PvP fight, and keeps on clicking, ignores the teacher for a good 10 seconds. The teacher looks at him in disbelief, and the Minecraft kid looks up and is like, huh? And the teacher's like, shut off your computer. You're not allowed to be playing video games in class. First you're listening to music, now you're playing video games. Like that's super disrespectful and distracting. You're not just distracting yourself, you're distracting everyone else in the class, and that is totally not fair for them. And he said, and then the teacher followed up by saying, Minecraft kid, you're on super thin ice. Turn off like your video game. So the Minecraft kid is like, whatever, man. And like, you know, closes the computer, like closes the computer screen, whatever, and kind of like slumps back in his chair with his arms crossed because, man, he just, you know, he wanted to play Minecraft. He didn't want to pay attention to whatever was going on in class, right? So at this point, Noah thinks that the Minecraft kid is done being stupid in class, but Noah was very, very wrong to say the least. Because anyways, right, Noah kind of goes back to paying attention to the class, you know, trying to like take some notes. He's trying to do well in this class. And then Noah, to his surprise, hears clicking noises. And he's like, all right, there's no chance that like the Minecraft kid is back to playing his video games. But sure enough, the Minecraft kid had taken out his computer again and went back to playing Bed Wars. And once again, he's on his mouse going like clicking it literally as fast as he possibly could. And that he's not being slick. He's not being like anything like, he's not being clever or anything like that. Because the teacher immediately turns around and is like, Minecraft kid, I told you, like, you can't be playing video games in class. I already told you you were on super thin ice. Like, that's it. If you can't like pay attention and you're going to be distracting everyone else, then you can't be in this class. Go to the principal's office and she'll deal with you. And the Minecraft kid just looks at him and says, what did you say to me? And the teacher's like, no back talk. Go to the principal's office now. And from here on, things were about to get much, much worse. But real quick, comment Minecraft down below if you want to harden your comment, as Minecraft is the secret word of the day. And by the way, if you've been binge watching my videos, please leave a comment like this down below so I can heart it, maybe reply, just so I can know that you're doing it and say thank you. Because when you watch a bunch of my videos in a row, it really does help out the channel more than you can even imagine. And I mean, also, if you want to be like this guy, I'm not saying to leave a playlist of my videos on overnight when you go to sleep with the volume on 1%, but I'm also not saying not to do that. Wink. Wink, 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 nod, smile. Anyways, back to the story. This is where it gets crazy. So at this point, the teacher has told the Minecraft kid that, you know, he needs to go to the principal's office right now. And the Minecraft kid is not happy about this at all. And so sure enough, you know, the teacher, let me just paint the picture for you guys. The teacher is sitting down at their desk, at their chair, whatever, right? And the Minecraft kid walks up to go to like the door to leave the class, presumably, right? Because he has to go to the principal's and whatever, right? So he walks up to the front of the class. At this point, everyone has kind of been paying attention. Noah's like, wow, like this kid, whatever. I mean, the punishment fits the crime. If you're being an idiot, like play stupid games, expect stupid consequences, like it is, or expect stupid prizes. That's the actual phrase. My fault. But anyways, right, the Minecraft kid does something absolutely crazy because he walks up to the front of the class and he slows down as soon as he gets to his teacher. And the teacher's like, keep moving. Principal's office is that way. And as soon as the teacher says, keep moving, the principal office is that way, the Minecraft kid runs over to the teacher. And the teacher, remember, is sitting down at a pretty low desk/chair. And the Minecraft kid stands, like, whips out a chair, puts it down in front of the teacher. And the teacher is in the middle saying, hey. And the Minecraft kid steps on the chair, turns around, and rips the biggest fart you've ever heard in the teacher's face. Like, this is the most ridiculous thing Noah has ever seen in his life. And in Noah's head, he was like, huh? What? Huh? And the teacher was just as shocked. The teacher's just like in a state of disbelief, also a state of like stink, because like, man, the Minecraft kid was eating like mega like I don't know, he was eating like premium beans for the last 7 months before doing this fart, bro. I swear to God. Like Noah said he could like legit like smell it from being like 20 feet away. And the teacher's like, oh God. And then the Minecraft kid's like, yeah, and then runs away. So the teacher is now steaming mad because he's got this big old fart that was just like landed in his face. This kid is destroying his entire class. So now the Minecraft kid is like, catch me if you can, and starts running around the class. And the teacher is so mad right now. Like the teacher is so angry. So the teacher starts sprinting after the kid. And the Minecraft kid is like, it just starts like running around the class, pushing over chairs to make it harder for the teacher to get. And the teacher's like, that's it. You're gonna be suspended for so long. You'll be lucky if you don't get expelled. I'm calling up your parents and I'm writing a full report. And Noah and everyone else in that class was just sitting there with their mouths dropped their mouths dropped open to the floor. They were just like, what is going on? Like, oh my God. Like, I knew this kid was a little weird, but seriously, what is going on right now? And so the Minecraft kid is sprinting around the class, kind of doing like, so, like in football where you kind of like psych them out and then you go the other way. And the teacher is kind of lumbering around like, every second that you're running, everything that you're pushing over, every like millisecond that you're not like obeying me and going to the principal's office, your punishment is increasing by 100%, which really doesn't make a lot of sense because there's a cap. Like you can't really punish someone beyond expelling them. So what's like 300,000% beyond expelled? I don't really know. You tell me. So anyways, right, the Minecraft kid's like, and then eventually, right, the Minecraft kid accidentally like trips on something. The Minecraft kid falls, and at this point, the teacher has made up enough ground to grab the Minecraft kid by the scruff of his creeper hoodie, and it's like, you are coming with me. And the entire class is so silent as this is the most ridiculous thing they have ever seen in their life. And Noah is just like, oh my God, do I have a story to tell my mom? So anyways, the Minecraft kid is being dragged out by his creeper hoodie and all four legs are flailing. He's like, no. And then like the teacher goes out the door, slams it shut. The entire class is silent. No one's mumbling. You would have thought that people would have been like, wow, that was crazy, guys. I wonder what's... No. Nope. It was dead silent. Nobody uttered a word. And because of the silence, they were able to hear very clearly the teacher yell, hey, get back here. And within about 20 seconds of them hearing the teacher yell that, they once again see the class door slam open, and the Minecraft kid, with his hair all messed up and his clothes all kind of like ripped up a little bit, runs into the classroom, slams the door shut, and then locks it, because for some reason this door locks from the inside, which actually I guess that does make sense, but he locks it from the inside. You didn't need a key, you just need to press something. And the Minecraft kid goes over to the teacher's desk after locking the door, literally takes his foot and kicks off everything, including like a $500 Chromebook, right? That kind of breaks on the floor. All the books fall over. The teacher's coffee mug flies off the desk and like smashes on the floor. And the Minecraft kid steps on the teacher's chair and then steps on the desk and is like, attention! I mean, dude, he didn't really need to say attention to get their attention, because literally everyone was paying attention to this guy at this point. The Minecraft kid goes on to declare himself as the ruler of the class, and that he is now the dictator and they must do what he says. And everyone in the class is just like completely silent, because they're just so shocked by the chain of events that just happened. And the Minecraft kid says, now, as ruler of the class, you must refer to me as Lord. You will not call me by my name. Let's call him Joseph. You will not call me by my name, Joseph. You will only call me by Lord. And everyone in the class is just like, huh? This has been like, they're just like, what happened in the last 7 minutes of this class? How did we get from learning about the quadratic equation to this, to having a kid like fart in the teacher's face, run away from them, close the door, slam all their stuff off the desk, and declare himself ruler of the class? How did we get here? So anyways, right, they're basically held hostage by the Minecraft kid, because, sure enough, like, people come to the door, they're slamming on it, they're like, hey, let us in, and the Minecraft kid's like, nobody go to that door, like, nobody dare do it. And one kid is like, hey, like, I gotta go to the bathroom, because at this point, they were kind of like accepting that the Minecraft kid was the de facto ruler, at least for the next like 10 minutes or so. And, the Minecraft kid's like, no, that's treacherous. You just want to let them in. And the kid's like, dude, no, like, I really gotta pee. And the Minecraft kid's like, that's too bad. You should have thought of that before I took over. And the kid's like, bro, like, how would I have known that any of this nonsense was going to happen? The Minecraft kid is like, too bad, so sad. So at this point, Joseph was sitting in, or Noah, not Joseph, sorry, that's the name I gave the Minecraft kid. At this point, Noah was sitting in class, and he was getting he was getting pretty upset. He just didn't want to deal with, the Minecraft kid anymore. He was like, this kid is a menace, he's totally insane. The thing is, Noah's actually trying to pay attention in class. Like, Noah is trying to, get his grade back, because he was struggling on the first couple tests, so he was really committing to learning the material. And he was getting kind of angry that he was kind of being robbed of this experience. As funny as he thought it was, he really didn't want to have to deal with this much longer. So Noah was thinking to himself, all right, there are most likely security guards at the door, if not some kind of adult that can help us in this situation. Because for the last couple of minutes or so, people have been slamming on the door, let us in, Minecraft kid, or Joseph, let us in, Joseph. Like, you gotta let us in, man. Your punishment will be worse. Or it will be your punishment will be worse the longer this is. And so, at this point, Noah is like, all right, I think I'm just going to make a dash for it. But I got to cover it up so this crazy kid doesn't, fart attack me or something. I don't know what he's going to do. I don't want freaking pink eye, bro. That's disgusting. So Noah's like, hey, do you mind if I sharpen my pencil? And the Minecraft kid's not the brightest man ever. So he's like, sure, peasant, go ahead. And then he's like, wait. No. And then Noah's like, dude, what? He's like, ask me again, but you must refer to me as Lord. And Noah in his head is like, all right, this kid freaking sucks, but I'm about to ruin him. So yeah, whatever he wants for his next 30 seconds of rulership. So he's like, my lord, do you mind if I sharpen my pencil? And the Minecraft kid is like, fine, peasants, go ahead. And the Minecraft kid is sitting on the desk, and he's kind of made it like a king, like a king throne in a sense. And everyone is kind of whispering to each other, going on their phones, trying to contact people. But sure enough, right, Noah kind of walks up and is very calmly walking towards the, the pencil sharpener, which was on the other side of the room as the door. It was towards the front of the room, which means he didn't have to do a massive sprint, but it was kind of on the other side. So he's walking very slowly to the pencil sharpener, and that's when he's able to look out the door, and sure enough, there are like, he sees the outlines of two pretty big guys, and he's like, all right, these are the security officers. And, you know, as the Minecraft kid is like disciplining someone, being like, no, you must refer to me as Lord, because they asked a question or something, that no one realized that that was his moment. That was his opportunity. So he changes direction incredibly quickly, sprints towards the door, and the Minecraft kid is like, peasant, what are you doing? And at that point, Noah goes to the door, quickly unlocks it, opens it up, steps aside, and two big security guards run into the room, and they just grab the Minecraft kid. And the Minecraft kid's like, no, my peasants, fight for me. I have been a great ruler. I've been a great king. No. And he's dragged out. And at this point, right, the teacher returns to the classroom, completely out of breath. Her hair is all frizzed up. And she's just like, class, I don't think I have it in me to finish the class today. I will, like, allow you guys to have recess or break period. I will have to monitor you guys, but please don't ask me to do anything. I don't have the energy or willpower right now. And the entire class was very understanding, as this, you know, when you go to teacher school, when you take the final exam for being a teacher, there's no final like trick question of like, what do you do if a Minecraft kid farts in your face and then literally starts a coup and takes control of your classroom? That's not on the final exam. That's not in the job description. So everyone was they're pretty forgiving. What ends up happening, however, is the teacher doesn't like monitor them. The teacher just gets another person to watch after them, because the teacher's actually going to the hospital because her eyes and her entire face were feeling weird. What ended up happening was both the teacher ended up getting like, had to go to the hospital and got like pink eye, like a very severe case, and got like an eye infection. She's totally fine now, apparently. But when the Minecraft kid farted in her face, all these like gross, disgusting germs got in there, and it could have been really bad. And because of all the nonsense that the Minecraft kid was doing, he was suspended for 2 entire weeks. Honestly, he's lucky that he didn't get expelled, but he was also afterwards, after those 2 weeks were up, he was invited back to the classroom, and he had to also, during those 2 weeks, write a paper saying why what he did was wrong and apologize to everyone, and he was forced to read that in front of the entire class, and Noah tells me that it was probably the most awkward experience
Click on the video
of
on
his
screen
life.
right now. I know you'll enjoy it. Just click it, do it.
Today we get a story of a Minecraft kid who actually ends up smashing this guy's iPad out of rage and frustration. It's a pretty crazy story, so subscribe if you like story videos, and let's call today's subscriber who sent in this story, let's call him Thomas. So this all started at recess when there was kind of like a big debate. Like for some reason at Thomas's school, like all the kids in his grade like to have put on like debates at recess. Like, I don't know, dude, they were all in 5th grade. So I kind of feel like they're a little young to be doing something like this, but it's still pretty cool. So like one day they would debate which TV show is better, regular show or Adventure Time. Personally, I love them both, but I think regular show takes the cake. Please don't destroy me in the comment section. But today they had a debate of Minecraft versus Roblox. And Thomas didn't really play Minecraft that much, but he was pretty big when it came to Roblox. And there was another kid who was known as the Minecraft kid, as he would play and talk about Minecraft and wear Minecraft merch and have like Minecraft stuffed animals in class and literally have every single thing Minecraft possible. I mean, even his pencils had like a creeper skin on them. And the thing is, right, there's nothing wrong with liking Minecraft that much. I mean, I love the game. It's probably one of my favorite games, if not my favorite game. Look at the background of today's video even. But anyways, right, Thomas and the Minecraft kid, they kind of like take the main role for each of the debaters of Minecraft versus Roblox, which is a better game. And the thing is, right, it actually starts to get a bit heated because, I mean, Thomas is kind of just doing it for fun, but the Minecraft kid is speaking out of passion. He is speaking out of the heart. He is trying to defend something that he believes in, and he believes with all of his heart that Minecraft is the greatest game of all time, and anyone who questions him shall suffer his wrath, or along those lines. I don't totally know, dude. So anyways, right, Thomas and the Minecraft kids start going at it. And the thing is, right, Thomas just finds it kind of funny because the thing is, right, every single day that they have these debates, it's never super serious and no one really takes it that seriously. And like, if you are on the opposite side of someone that you're debating, you're still friends with them and you literally don't even care. Like, none of these topics are actually that deep, including this one. However, the Minecraft kid takes this all very, very personally. And he's like,
I don't like to hear all this Minecraft disrespect from you. And Thomas is kind of like trolling a little bit. He's having a little bit too much fun here. And he decides to like pretend as if he super cares about like Roblox being better and that he thinks Minecraft is a terrible game. To be honest, Minecraft is Thomas's second favorite game. He just doesn't play it as much, nearly as much as Roblox. But he just decides to like put on the persona of completely hating Minecraft just because he knows it'll completely like make the top. It'll make the Minecraft kid like super angry. So Thomas is like, you know what? I don't even think that Roblox is a better game than Minecraft. I think Minecraft is a trash game. And this makes the Minecraft kid get super, super mad. The Minecraft kid is all like, you think what? What did you say to me? What is the disrespect coming out of your mouth? I'm sure I didn't hear you right. I'm almost positive I didn't hear you right because you're not disrespecting the greatest game of all time, which I kind of agree with, but not the disrespect part, just the kind of like the greatest game of all time part. And he's like, you're gonna pay for this, not like this disrespect. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And the Minecraft kid turns to all the other people on the team because basically they would break up into two teams. They would have one person debating, but everyone on the side, like they would kind of choose a side and stand there and kind of cheer them on. It was kind of like a fun little thing. It wasn't taken too seriously. But when the Minecraft kid turns back to all the kids saying like, don't you think this disrespect is unbelievable and just like he should be punished? All the other kids are like, bro, it's simply not that deep. It really is just not that serious, man. Like, I don't know how else to say it. It's just not that deep. It's really just paper thin, if you know what I mean. It's just, who cares? And the Minecraft kid is like, no, this disrespect, it will not be tolerated anymore. And so he goes up to Thomas. And he kind of like walks away from his people. He walks up to Thomas. He's like, I will give you one more chance to take back the disrespect. And Thomas is like, no, Minecraft sucks, lol. Remember, Thomas doesn't even believe this. He just thinks it's funny how mad the Minecraft kid is getting. And the Minecraft kid is like, fine, then you will pay. And he runs away. And Thomas is like, bro, what is this kid on about? And the Minecraft kid is gone for like 5 whole minutes. And, you know, Thomas is just chilling with the other people, and they're all kind of talking about, like, bro, the Minecraft kid really lost it. He really cares way too much about this. Like, oh my God. And that's when the Minecraft kid reappears with a massive smile on his face and Thomas's iPad in his hand. And Thomas is just like, bro, like, why'd you take my iPad out of my backpack? Because Thomas, like, you know, he would sometimes play on his iPad after school, and like sometimes some of the kids, because Thomas was picked up a little bit later because his mom just, you know, his mom's work got out later, and there was a few other kids who had the same situation, so they would sometimes play iPad games or do stuff on the iPad after school, so Thomas would always bring it in with him. And the Minecraft kid is like, I'm confiscating this for the disrespect against Minecraft. And Thomas is like, bro, like, we were just messing around. Like, this is just a fun debate. Like, why are you taking it so seriously? Also, you can't take my stuff, bro. Like, you just can't, like, nab my stuff like that. And Thomas is like, too bad. You were super disrespectful against Minecraft, and I must hold the glory of the greatest game of all time. And Thomas is just like, bro, I think I need you to chill and just hand over the iPad. And the Minecraft kid is like, no! You shall not get the iPad after the disrespect. After the blatant disrespect. I can't just hand it back to you. That goes against my principles. That goes against my morals. And Thomas is like, bro, it's not that deep. And all the other kids start joining in saying, yeah, man, like, just hand him back the iPad. It's not a big deal, dude. Like, come on now. And Thomas is like, no. Or not Thomas. The Minecraft kid's like, no. And the Minecraft kid grabs clutches the iPad close to his chest and then runs into the school. Real quick, comment iPad down below if you want a heart on your comment. Secret word of the day is iPad. And by the way, if you're binge watching my videos or you watch a bunch of them in a row, please let me know because that really does boost the channel and I'll try and say thank you personally. A good way to do that is the playlist I have linked in the description. And anyways, back to the story. So Thomas and the other kids are like, oh shoot, this kid is running away with like Thomas's iPad. So the other kids are like, yo, Thomas, we should really go after him because they always knew the Minecraft kid was a little bit weird, but they were just like, wow, he cares way too much about this. I wonder what he's gonna do.
do. So they all decide to run into the school, and they're just like, like, Minecraft kid, like, come on, man, it's not that deep. And they're walking around the school trying to find him. And then they Thomas and some of the kids walk down the end of one hallway, and they look down it. And at the very end of the hallway, they see the Minecraft kid. And Thomas yells out, "Hey!" And sure enough, right, the Minecraft kid turns his head, looks at Thomas, has this big mischievous smile, and then sprints away. So Thomas and the other kids who see him start running down the hall. And Thomas yells out, he's this way, follow my voice. And the other people in the school who are kind of looking around different places. This is a pretty big school, by the way, because this is kindergarten through 12th grade. It has every grade in this school. So they there's other people that hear him start running towards Thomas's voice, and they're sprinting down trying to chase the Minecraft kid. Bro, the Minecraft kid is low-key pretty fast. Unfortunately for Thomas and his friends, the Minecraft kid is pretty fast, and he's very motivated not to be caught. So they see the Minecraft kid run into the bathroom, and they're like, all right, we caught him. There's no chance he gets away from this. So Thomas and the kids walking to the bathroom, and they're just like, all right, Minecraft kid. They say his actual name, but they're like, all right, Minecraft kid. You can't escape. There's only one exit. Come on now. It's time for you to come out. And they look at one of the stalls, and they see feet in it, and they're just like, all right, man, if you're not going to come out, we're going to come in there. And they just kind of hear a what? And they're like, all right, man, I'm sorry. So one of Thomas's friends kicks open the stall door, and it's just some random kid sitting in there. And they're like, oh my God, I am so sorry. Someone stole and Thomas goes, someone stole one of my personal belongings, and we're chasing him, and he went into the bathroom, and I thought I'm so sorry, man. So he just closes the door and just looks at his friend okay, that was not good. But anyways, there's only 2 stalls in the bathroom, so Thomas and his friends open up the other stall, which isn't even locked and doesn't seem to have anyone in it. And they look up and they see that there's a window in this bathroom, right? There's a window in the second stall, and sure enough, the window is open. So Thomas is like, damn, he escaped again. And so Thomas feels kind of defeated. I mean, at the end of the day, this kid is not really going to escape. He still has to be at school. But Thomas and his friends walk out of the bathroom feeling kind of defeated when they hear one of his friends saying, we found him, he's cornered. So sure enough, right, the Minecraft kid had ran back inside, and unfortunately for him, he got kind of stuck in a corner. He got kind of cornered by some of the guys. And the thing is, right, there was a teacher in one of the classrooms, and the teacher was either cleaning up from her last class or preparing for the next class or doing a little bit of both. But she looked over and she was watching whatever was going down because she wasn't totally sure what was happening. And Thomas walks up and he's like, Minecraft kid, just give me the iPad. It's fine. We're not going to report you for doing this, even though you did steal my property. And you did, you're being pretty crazy right now, but if you just give me the iPad, we're going to forget any of this ever happened. So just walk on over, give me the iPad, we'll just forget. The Minecraft kid is like, not unless you go. And the Minecraft kid is stuttering, and Thomas is like, come on, man. And Minecraft kid's like, no, you must say that Minecraft is better than Roblox and the best game ever. And you must also repent your sins against the game, the greatest game of all time. And Thomas is like, dude, I'm not going to do that. It's a matter of principle at this point. I'm not going to bow down to your demands because you're crazy and you take things way too deep that aren't that deep. And the Minecraft kid is like, so be it. And the Minecraft kid kind of his frown is kind of an anxious face slowly creeps into a smile, and the Minecraft kid grabs the iPad with 2 hands and hoists it over his head. And Thomas is starting to realize what's happening. He's like, dude, no. And the Minecraft kid lifts the iPad up and throws it as hard as he can on the floor. It makes contact with it because they had I don't know, they didn't have carpet floorings. They had hard I don't know if it was stone floor or whatever. iPad makes contact. Boom! Screen completely destroyed. Bits of glass fly everywhere. The iPad kind of propels back up a little bit from all the force it was thrown down with. Bits of the back of the iPad even break off or whatever. The thing is completely trashed. And the Minecraft kid says, you get what you deserve. And at this point, right, the teacher who's been watching the whole thing, and the reason why she didn't intervene before, she had literally no idea what was going on. But when she saw this, she was like, Minecraft Kid, said his actual name, Thomas, and then said the other name to the people there. What is going on? And Thomas is just kind of speechless, looking at the ground with his smashed iPad, bro. Like, that was not what he was expecting. Thomas then kind of breaks out of his kind of like daze or whatever, looks at the teacher and says, the Minecraft Kid, or says his actual name, Minecraft Kid just smashed my iPad because I'd said I didn't like Minecraft. And, the teacher's like, you two, come with me. And, so Thomas and Minecraft Kid are escorted to the principal's office. And the teacher walks in, and the principal's like, I'm a little busy. And the teacher's like, all right, well, this is pretty important. And the principal's like, all right, whatever, fine, like, what's up? And the teacher explains, I was just going in my class, I was cleaning up from my last class, preparing for my next one, and I saw that, like, one of the kids absolutely obliterated an iPad, and she had brought the iPad and all the little bits of glass with her because the janitor had to come and, like, help scoop it up or whatever, and, the principal's like, oh, wow, was it his iPad? And the teacher says, no, it doesn't seem to be his iPad, it seems to be Thomas's iPad. And the principal's like, wow, really? And the Minecraft Kid says, no, this is actually my iPad. I just didn't want it anymore. And Thomas is like, what? No, this was my iPad. And the Minecraft Kid's like, prove it then. And so Thomas is like, well, I mean, if I normally could open it and enter in the password, and the teacher goes to look at the iPad, tries to turn it on. It's completely busted. She's like, that's not going to happen. This thing's busted. And Thomas is like, I don't know. This kid has been, no, not Thomas. The Minecraft kid is like, Thomas has really just been hating on me recently. And he thought it'd be a great opportunity when I just didn't want my iPad anymore. I was trying to break free of technology. He thought it would be a great opportunity to try and frame me and claim that my iPad was actually his. And at this point, right, Thomas is about to go insane. He's like, what? What is this kid saying? What? And yeah, so sure enough, right, the Minecraft Kid is claiming that the iPad that he smashed, that was Thomas's, over the fact that Thomas said Minecraft was trash, right, which he didn't even believe. He was just being a troll, right? Now he's claiming that the iPad was actually his so he wouldn't get in any trouble. And so Thomas is like, like, it's mine. Like, I'll find a way to prove it. And the principal's like, all right, well, I mean, until you can find a way to prove it, I don't know how we can really punish him. Because if it is his iPad, I guess he can do what he wants. Like, it's super dumb for him to smash it, but, like, he can really do what he wants. So then Thomas is sitting there thinking, and he's like, I got a great idea. So he goes to the principal, and he says, hey, call up my mom and call up the Minecraft Kid's mom and ask my mom if I have an iPad that I bring to school and ask what the colors are and all of that. And then also ask the Minecraft Kid's mom if he even has an iPad at all. Thomas was kind of banking on the fact that the Minecraft Kid didn't have an iPad because he was always talking about gaming on his PC. And there was a chance the Minecraft Kid also could have had an iPad, which would have really put a wrinkle in his plans. But anyways, right, Thomas's mom says yes, he does have an iPad. He brings it to school to play after school. And, then the principal calls up the Minecraft Kid's mom. The Minecraft Kid is like, well, the Minecraft Kid's mom is like, not that I know of. I've never purchased him an iPad, at least. So the principal is starting to realize that the Minecraft Kid is not telling the truth. And, the principal then, tells the Minecraft Kid's mom while she's still on the phone, hey, we got to talk about something. And then explains that the Minecraft Kid absolutely destroyed one of some other student's iPad. And the mom is like, what? My son did what? He's going to get a talking to when he comes back. And the principal's like, yeah, I hate to say it, but you're probably going to have to pay for the damages because iPads aren't cheap. And this kid probably isn't just going to be able to, from his because this kid's not an investment banker on the side. He's in 5th grade. He's going to need a little reimbursement. Minecraft Kid's mom is like, fine, that's totally fair. I'm just really mad at my son. And, anyways, Thomas walks out and the Minecraft Kid walks out. He's about to be in trouble, but he's let out for a second. And Thomas is like, bro, I was trolling. I like Minecraft. It wasn't that deep.
Click on the video on screen right now. I know you'll enjoy it. Just click it. Do it. A Minecraft Kid of, well, I mean, you can read the title. Normally, I tell you guys to grab something to eat, but dear God, please do not grab anything to eat while you listen to this story. Anyways, let's call the subscriber Nico, and subscribe if you like stories anyways. The subscriber who sent in today's story, which you can send it to my Instagram, we're going to call him Nico, right? So this all happened one day when, Nico was in class,
and he was kind of just chilling, thought it would be a normal day, but his teacher comes in and announces that today is going to be a really special day, and it's not even going to be a special day, it's going to be a special fun day. So not like, ooh, it's special because we have a massive final exam, but ooh, it's special because we're going to be doing only fun activities today. And it was kind of a surprise that the teachers of the 5th grade, by the way, Nico was in 5th grade when this happened, the 2 5th grade teachers decided that they wanted to collaborate and give their students a break and also make it kind of a surprise. So the teacher announces that the other class, the other 5th grade class, as there were 2 5th grade classes for his 5th grade, the other 5th grade class was going to come into their room, they were going to randomly partner up, and then they were going to do a lot of fun activities today. The entire class was really stoked, and so was Nico, because like, dude, he didn't want to be doing any homework. He didn't want to be doing any math. You know how it is. And to be surprised with like a really fun day, it's just a good day, man. Things are going to be good. So anyways, right, almost on cue within like, as like the teacher said, the other class will be coming in, they hear a knock on the door, and the other 5th grade teacher opens it up and says, hi guys, like, I hope you guys are ready for your surprise today. Everyone is like, yeah, it seems like it's going to be a good day. Well, it's not, at least not for Nicholas, or Nico as we're going to call him, because, I mean, everyone else is going to have a great day, but you already saw the title. You already know how bad this is about to get. Anyways, right, so they were assigned with random people from the other class. And there was this kid in the other class who every single day wore the same creeper hoodie, like every single day without like a doubt. Like he wore the same creeper hoodie. I think you guys know them. It's like, you know, the hoodie that you can buy that has like the creeper head on it and then the creeper design. I mean, look, if you wore that, that's totally fine. As long as you don't wear it every single day without washing it, you're fine in my book. But the thing is, right, this kid either had 7 identical creeper hoodies, or he just wore the same thing every day without washing it. And by the smell of it, not by the look of it, you could definitely tell that he was not washing it, and this was the 101 copy. Anyways, right, so being randomly assigned someone, Nico gets the gets the short straw, you know how it is, and he gets assigned with the Minecraft kid. We're just going to call him the Minecraft kid because he's always wearing that hoodie. And so the Minecraft kid walks over to Nico's desk, sit down, and says, hey man, how's it going? And Nico's like, hey, how's it going? And immediately as the kid sat down, Nico had to like prepare, he had to make sure he didn't like gag, just like gag on reflex, because there was like an aura of stench. Like the odor probably had a mass that was heavier than the air around it. In fact, it was probably heavier than water. It would be sinking, the water would be floating, like it was that crazy, right? So he sits down and Nico's like, "Ooh, how's it going, man?" And the thing is, right, sometimes kids don't smell that good. I don't know, maybe you just didn't take a shower, maybe you forgot the deodorant. That's totally okay, but normally there's not an aura of stench, you know? Normally they're not so stinky that if you were like 5 feet away, you would smell them. Like, it's normally not that bad. And Nico wouldn't have really cared if the kid wasn't like the best smelling kid ever. He wouldn't really care if, like, I don't know, he lifted up his his underarms and oof, that kind of smelled kind of bad, right? But the fact was the Minecraft kid literally had like an aura of stench around him. So Nico was like, all right, I'm just going to power through today, right? It's fine. And the teacher at the front of the class said, guys, like we have some like, you know, this is like, we have like a really fun activity. And the first activity planned for you guys, it's going to be an outdoor activity and it's going to be a fun game. And the whole class is like super excited. And the thing is, right, Nico's actually kind of excited too, because he's thinking, all right, outdoors, the stench will probably dissipate or at least be less strong if it's outdoors. So this is a massive win for me. It was a massive win until the teacher announced that this special outdoor activity would be hide and seek in teams. And Nico's just thinking to himself, oh no, oh no, because he realizes, right, hide and seek means that like him and the Minecraft kid with his stench aura, or they're going to have to hide together. Like they're probably going to have to hide together in very compact, close places. And the stench aura, Nico assumes, is only going to get more and more intense and terrible the closer you get to the origin. Which, like, he was 5 feet away from the Minecraft kid and he was barely making it. So, like, imagine being, like, directly there. Nico was like, man, I gotta practice not breathing for, like, an hour at a time because that's the only way I'm surviving this. But anyways, they all head outside. And real quick, the secret word of the day, It's Minecraft. I know, it's nothing that creative, but it is what it is. So comment Minecraft down below. I'll try and heart your comment as a way to say thank you for making it this far into the video. When you guys watch my videos for a long time, it really does help out the channel. And also, if you want to binge watch these videos, make sure to let me know in the comments and I'll try and say thank you back, as it really, really does help the channel. But anyways, right, they head outside and they're preparing for their hide and seek adventure type thing. And so they go out there and the teachers are like, all right, so we're going to choose who is going to be the, you know, the one who's going to seek, and we're going to figure out like everyone else is going to go hide. Nico was praying to God that he was going to be the one, or his team of him and the Minecraft kid were going to be the seekers. Because if they were the seekers, dude, they didn't have, like, Nico didn't have to worry about being in a tight, cramped space. He just had to, like, he could be literally, like, 20 feet away trying to, like, he'd be like, oh, let's split up so we can divide and conquer, which, aka, like, I mean, it is a more effective strategy, but the real goal, the real intention is to get away from the stench aura, because you already know what it is. But no, a different team was picked, and he was like, okay, great. And the Minecraft kid is like, dude, I am so good at hide and seek. I know the best hiding spots. And, you know, Nico was like, let's just hope that these hiding spots are not really kind of like cramped. And sure enough, the Minecraft kid is leading him. He's like, dude, let's go. So they got 60 seconds, or the hiding, or the seekers had to count till 60, and they were counting pretty loud. And the Minecraft kid's like, come on, quickly, quickly. And sure enough, right, the Minecraft kid leads both Nico and him to this spot, and the spot was like, yeah, unfortunately, it was super cramped. So the spot was like behind the building and was behind this bush. And the thing was, right, the little spot behind the bush that like someone could hide in, it was really only a good hiding spot for one person, and it would have been incredibly cramped for two. The Minecraft kid's like, don't worry, man, like I can squeeze in. We totally got this. No one has ever found me in this hiding spot. And Zach is thinking to himself, wow, this is actually a really good hiding spot, because it was. However, the problem is, the better the hiding spot, right, the longer the duration that he's going to have to stay in that hiding spot. And also the longer the duration that, you know, he's going to be in that hiding spot with the Minecraft kid with his like literally like life-threatening stench aura. And he's like, okay, this is going to be the hardest challenge of my life. And the Minecraft kid hops in there. He's like, dude, come on. And Zach is like, I don't know. And the Minecraft kid grabs him by the hand and drags him in. He's like, don't worry, bro. I know this place is good. And Zach is like, whoa. And legitimately, Zach has to wait there for 15 minutes. And Zach is, he's not trying to be rude, but he's like breathing. He like pulls up his like sweatshirt and breathes into it. And that makes the air a little bit less toxic, but it's still really, really bad. And Zach is, not Zach, sorry. That was the guy in the last video. I still have my notes up from that one. Nico is struggling right now. He's just like, he's breathing in air. He's coughing it out. And the Minecraft kid's like, shh, stop coughing. You're gonna get our hiding spot. They're gonna figure it out because you're being so loud. And Nico's just thinking to himself, man, I'm just trying to survive this. I'm not asking for much, man. I'm just trying to survive. That's literally it, bro. I just want to see my parents, dude. So Nico and the Minecraft kid are just sitting there, and they sit there for legitimately like 20 minutes. And then eventually the seekers come around, and they're around in the bush. And Nico's just like, all right, I'm going to have to sabotage this because this hiding spot is just too good. So Nico like forces out a fake sneeze, and the Minecraft kid is like, no! And the seekers eventually come over and find them. And the Minecraft kid's like, bro, couldn't you hold it in? And Nico's like, sorry, man, I had to sneeze. Like, I couldn't hold it in, right? So then Nico and the Minecraft kid also become seekers, because it was kind of like the zombie tag, where if like one person got tagged by the zombie, they would also become like someone who is it as well. It was like a massive swarm of zombies like that. It was the same thing with this game, where if you got tagged, you also became a seeker as well. And the Minecraft kid was just ruthlessly just going around just like finding people. It's like, got you, which I mean, that's how you play the game. I can't really complain like that. But eventually everyone gets found, and the teachers are like, all right, guys, I hope you had fun with that. We're going to head inside for one last activity before the day is over. And so they head inside and they head back to the tables, and the teachers are like, all right, we're just going to have a nice little like kind of like arts and craft type thing. And they show these big bins with all these art supplies and whatever, right? They're like, all right, man, come up and make whatever you want to make, and just have a good time talking to your new partner, or not your new partner, but your new friend. It's not a new partner. Nico would have been so happy if he got a new partner at this time. And but no, it's the same guy. So, you know, the Minecraft kid and Nico, they go up, they grab some supplies, and they sit back at the table. And Nico's getting more and more used to the smell. And he's like, you know what, man, I'm going to make it through the next couple hours. And while they're sitting there making whatever they're making, the Minecraft kid is like, all right, man, let's get to know each other a little bit better. Tell me some fun facts about you. So Nico's like, okay, I don't really know, but I guess like I got a dog. I like to go on hikes. I walk my dog every morning. And when I do that, I listen to music. That's what I do personally. But back to the story. I don't know. I really, you know, I enjoy playing Fortnite with my friends. What about you, man? And the Minecraft kid was like, well, I obviously am kind of a fan of Minecraft, as you can tell by my hoodie. By the way, nothing's wrong with liking Minecraft, bro. I love Minecraft. It's probably one of my favorite games of all time. It's the background gameplay I use for almost every video, and it has a lot of nostalgia. When I say Minecraft kid, I think you know what I mean. I don't mean someone who just plays Minecraft. But anyways, right, and he goes on to say, I also have these beliefs. And I don't know, people get really mad at me and they hate me for my beliefs, and it really makes me sad. And Nico, not really knowing what this guy was talking about, probably thinking that, I don't know, maybe he was religious and people were hating on him for that, which isn't okay. You know, Nico was like, oh man, like, what's the problem? Like, what's these beliefs? I promise you, like, as long as they don't hurt anyone else, I'm all for you. I'll support you no matter what. Like, what are people hating on you for? And Nico, or the Minecraft kid, is like, well, I really believe in being natural. I think that we should kind of return, like, you know, there's a lot in our modern day society that, you know, we're straying too far away from like what we were supposed to be. He said, you know, may that be from processed foods or stuff like that. And that's like kind of legit. Like, there is a lot of the food we eat is actually kind of poisonous because it is so far away from what we're supposed to be eating. That's pretty legit. But then he goes on to say, and like, my mom is such a hater because the truth is, you know, I want to hear some facts. And, you know, Nico was like, sure, I want to hear some facts, whatever. He's like, caveman, you know, when they went to the bathroom, man, they weren't using these like really high chemical toilet paper. And Nico was like, bro, what? And the Minecraft kid is like, yeah, you know, it's so crazy. My mom is such a hater about this. But you know what? I want to return to the good old natural days. And so I don't even wipe when I go to the bathroom. And when I take showers, I only let water pour on me, and I never use any of the chemicals and the soap or whatever. All these man-made inventions like soap and toilet paper, it's really just bringing us farther away from where we should be. And Nico was like, well, I can't say I'm necessarily shocked, but oh my god, what? And then the Minecraft kid turns to Nico. He's like, Nico, what do you think about this? Returning to the natural element. And Nico is just still stuck on the fact that the Minecraft kid is basically bragging about not wiping. And he's like, I mean, like, yeah, man. I mean, I think that, like, specifically with like a lot of like fast food and junk food and like trans fats and like dyes and whatever, like that's definitely something we should remove from the diet. I don't know if I'm 100% with you on not wiping and like not using soap, but you know, I definitely am with you with the whole like, you know, I don't know, artificial stuff in the food. And the Minecraft kid is like, well, I don't really care about the food as much. I mean, whatever. I bet the caveman ate dirt or whatever, and that can't be good for you either. I'm just more concerned with all the chemicals and artificial stuff in toilet paper and soap. And you know, Nico's not trying to be rude, but he's like, man, I don't know how bad toilet paper is for you. I mean, I really don't think that there's like that harmful of chemicals in it. And maybe like it's going to be more harmful in the long run if you don't use it. And the Minecraft kid is like, no, you don't understand. I wouldn't really expect you to understand, as I've done a lot of research myself. Bro, just a little note from me. Whenever someone says they've done their own research, no, just stop listening to them. Just stop listening to them. But he's like, you know, I've done some research myself, and I really think what I'm doing is going to be the healthiest for me.
And that ended the day. But Nico was just so startled by what he heard that he actually contacted one of his friends who was in the other fifth grade class. Nico really was wishing that he was going to be partnered with his other friend in the fifth grade class, but it didn't work for him like that. And he said, "Hey, man, you know that kid with the creeper hoodie?" And the dude's like, "Yes, I saw you got partnered with them. You smelt it too." And Nico's like, "Yeah, do you know why?" And the kid's like, "Yeah, because he doesn't wipe, lol." And Nico's like, "Bro, what? He tells everyone that?" And the other kid like Nico's friend in the other class is like, "Yeah, bro, he's bragged to everyone about it. Like, legit, everyone here knows. I should have given you a heads up. I just wasn't able to. I'm sorry about that." And Nico's like, "Wow, like, I spent a day with them. You got to spend like the entire year with them. You're a trooper." And he's like, "Dude, I know. I once got partnered with them. I had to go to the bathroom to, the insides of his stomach came out on the outsides is what I'm trying to say from the smell." And anyways, Nico was like, "You know what? I'm so excited to go back tomorrow because we're going to have a normal day of school." And Nico never thought he'd ever utter those words.
Click
in
on the
his
video
life.
on screen right now. I know you'll enjoy it. Just click it. Do it. How's it going, everyone? I hope you're having a great day, because today we have a story of probably one of the worst Karens that I've ever received a story about. So sit back, relax, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and let's just jump right into this. I'm going to call the subscriber who submitted this story Ken. So anyways, right, this all happened when Ken was literally in 5th grade. He was just a little kid, right? And actually, some people are in 5th grade watching this. You're an adult, man. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. But anyways, right, so Ken was invited over to a birthday party of another one of his friends. It was a outdoors Star Wars themed birthday party. In my opinion, it sounds pretty hype. But anyways, right, there was some Karens in the neighborhood that might have disagreed, as you guys will see. Anyways, Ken's mom is driving him over, and they have their present ready. And, they drive over, they get to the house, and there's a big sign in the front yard that says, "Party in the back of the house. Like, just walk around to the backyard, and, the gate's open, just walk around." So anyways, right, Ken and his mom walk over, and Ken's carrying the present, and you go into the backyard, and you see all these kids around. It's kind of like Star Wars themed, so they have these, like, foam lightsabers. I used to have some as a kid. Those are fire. They have, like, stormtrooper costumes. They have a big Death Star piñata. It's fire. It's a great birthday party, right? So anyways, Ken walks over, his the birthday kids, the birthday boy's mother comes over, greets them, says, "Thank you so much." Ken's mom says, "Hey, where do we put the present?" Points over at a table. They go over, put the present down. And Ken's having a really good time. And honestly, everyone's having a really good time at this birthday party, and it's not that loud. I mean, first of all, it's like 2 in the afternoon. It's during the summer. They have a pool. It's not like everyone else was inside being super quiet. And it wasn't like there was a curfew at 2 in the afternoon being like, you can't be reasonably loud at 2 in the afternoon during the summer because your kids are having fun in a birthday party. That's illegal, right? That's not a thing. But apparently the Karen in the neighborhood, she didn't realize this. So anyways, right, this all happened when Ken and all of his friends were just playing around, and Ken's parents and, the other kids' parents that were there at the party were standing at the tables watching the kids play. And that's when this older woman walks through and into the party, and Ken turns around and assumes, oh, maybe this is the birthday kid's grandma, or maybe this is someone that they know. Maybe this is just an older mom. Who even knows, right? Woman walks in, and she says, who's in charge here? And immediately when she says this, Ken and probably everyone else at the party immediately knew that, something was off, that, no, this is not a friendly sight, right? This is not an ally. This is not someone on our team. This is definitely someone who doesn't want this party to succeed. So anyways, right, and just so you know, the party was not that loud. Sure, kids were jumping into the pool. Sure, some kids were running around screaming. If you live in a neighborhood during the summer and you don't hear that, then you're living in an old person neighborhood, man, with no grandkids coming over. It's a common thing to happen. They weren't being crazy loud. They weren't blasting music. But anyways, the Karen must have had nothing better to do, so she walked over, she saw the sign, and she invited herself into this kid's birthday party. So the Karen is like, who's in charge here? And, the birthday kid's mom walks over and says, hey, tries to, settle it down so the Karen doesn't make a scene. And she goes over and she's like, hello, this is my son's birthday party. And the Karen's like, it's too loud. It's too loud. And, she's like, okay, well, I'll tell them to quiet down. I don't think it's been like we've been unreasonably loud, but, just for your preference, I'll ask them to quiet down a little bit. And the Karen looks at her and then turns to all the kids and says, you kids better keep it down or you'll be hearing more from me. And you don't want to mess with me because that means you're messing with my husband. And then she kind of like waddles away, right? So at this point, Ken and all the parents and all the kids there look at each other. And, the birthday kid's mom's like, all right, guys, can we just be a little bit quieter? Like, you can keep doing what you're doing. Like, keep jumping in the pool. That's all good with me. But can you just be a little bit quieter so she doesn't come over again? And they're all like, yeah, totally makes sense. That's totally fair. And they just go back to doing what they're normally doing, right? Life is good again. And yeah, they don't really quiet down that much. But they weren't being loud in the first place. No one's going to jump into the pool quietly. Like, how do you jump into the pool quietly? You're going to make a splash. Do you pencil dive in every single time? Bro, cannonballs are fun. I'm sorry. Are the kids running around doing like the lightsaber games? Are they going to be completely quiet? This isn't a Buddhist monk temple, bro. You can talk. It's fine. It's not a monastery. Like, come on now. So anyways, the kids go back to being kids. As kids should, right? And once again, Ken is just, completely forgot about the Karen who came over and said, you guys better quiet down or my husband will beat you up. Okay, she didn't say that, but you know what I mean. Ken completely forgot about the Karen, and that's until, right, they Ken hears the gate open again. Assume it's maybe new kids coming to the party that were late. Maybe someone had to step outside. Maybe, I don't know. But Ken doesn't think that it's the Karen walking through. But sure enough, right? Sure enough, the same old woman walks through again. And she's like, attention! She literally screams attention. And everyone at the party, the kids, the parents, people in the pool, people playing lightsabers, everybody stops what they're doing and they turn around and they look at this Karen. And this Karen, after screaming attention, is like, I warned you guys to not be too loud. This is your final warning. And they all kind of looked at her like, bro, are you crazy? Like, no disrespect, actually, all disrespect, but are you crazy, dude? And she's like, and if I have to come around one more time, I'm calling the police on this party and having it shut down. And the birthday kid's mom says, goes over and says, ma'am, with all due respect, we're really not being that loud. These parties happen all the time. And it's true. There was a lot of families in the neighborhood. And during the summer, they had kids and the kids were playing. Kids were being kids. That's part of being in the neighborhood with a bunch of parents, a bunch of families. That's how it goes during the summertime, man. I mean, enjoy the laughter of kids. There's much worse background noise. I don't know, nails on a chalkboard? Would you rather that be your neighborhood sound? Anyways, though, so the Karen is like, either way, if you guys are loud one more time, you can leave me no choice but to call the police on all of you. And at this point, people were kind of looking at each other. Ken was kind of looking back and forth like, oh my God, what's going on right now? And the Karen looks at all of them and just literally points at all the kids, which, bro, point at the parents. If you're going to be doing this, fight the parents. Don't fight the kids on this. And she looks at all of them. She says, I'm watching you all. And the Karen waddles off in her little moo-moo thing or whatever. And so the birthday kid's mom turns to all the kids and is kind of upset at this point. She's like, guys, you were not being too loud. Don't let that old woman tell you that. That's ridiculous. You guys are totally fine. If she's going to call the police on a kid's birthday party, then let her call the police on a kid's birthday party. Everybody go ham. And everyone was kind of in agreement because they did know that if the police were to come, they would have the police were going to show up. They were going to hear the level of noise and they were going to realize that this old woman called the cops. They could have been maybe they were needed somewhere else. Maybe they were needed on duty, but no, this woman decided that, because these kids were having a birthday party and enjoying, the summer fun, that they were the real problem here and don't get it twisted. Like, come on now, bro. Like, you can't seriously think that. So the police if they're going to show up, they're going to hear it and they're going to realize it's not being a problem. And, it's going to be completely ineffective. So the birthday kid's mom is like, screw it. Everyone be as loud as you want. I personally don't care. So all the kids go back to doing what they're doing. And sure enough, right, the sound goes back up because, the kids just go back to playing their games. They're in the pool. They're playing lightsabers. Ken is having a good time with his friends. And that's when you hear the gate not open. The last 2 times the gate opened. This time it was opened with such intentional force that it slammed. And for all we know, it could have cracked or braked or something. But people heard, broke, sorry. The people heard the gate slam. So everyone immediately turns around and looks at it. And they see the Karen walking over, and this time it is this old male Karen who is walking over too. By the way, Karen doesn't just mean female. There are plenty of male Karens, bro. They exist, and here's proof. So anyways, right, the Karen and her husband, male Karen, are both standing there. And you would have thought that the way that Karen spoke about her husband, that this guy would have been 6'8", 300 pounds, 100% muscle, 0% body fat, carrying 2 Gatling guns on his hands. You would have thought that he was a crazy, or president of the United States with a drone strike ready for your face if you disagreed. But unfortunately, no, actually, fortunately, no. He was just another old Karen dude. They both walk over, and the Karen starts laughing. Imagine laughing at a bunch of kids enjoying themselves. She's laughing. She's like, "You've done it now. You've done it now, haven't you? You have fallen into my trap." And everyone kind of turns around and is like, ma'am, did you just say fallen into your trap? You're trying to trap these little kids? She goes on to say, "I gave you 2 whole warnings that if you guys didn't quiet down with your shenanigans and crazy party," okay, if you call this a crazy party, some kids jumping into the pool and playing lightsabers, then Karen, I don't know what parties you're going to. But anyways, right, she's like, "If I told you not to quiet down, then I would call the police. And now I'm coming back with my husband. Aren't you guys intimidated?" The Karen turns to all the kids. The kids kind of just stare back, blinking, what? Is this some old Karen, bro? No, I'm not intimidated. What are you talking about? She's like, "That's it. I'm calling the cops." So anyways, calls the police, right? Shows everyone 911. She picks it up. She's like, officers, please, I need you to get here now." Says the name and address of the place that they were at. "Please, it's a crazy party. They're going to destroy the neighborhood. We need you here now. Oh no." Starts this fake crying bit. And you could hear the operator being like, "Ma'am, don't worry, we'll be there right away." And she turns out the phone. The Karen's like, "Ha ha ha ha. This is what you get for disturbing the peace." And at this point, right, the mother of the birthday kid is pretty angry, and she's like, "Did you seriously just call the police on kids having fun, enjoying their birthday party? First of all, this stuff happens all the time, right? Second of all, these are a bunch of kids, right? These are a bunch of kids at a birthday party. This is not what the officers are thinking, that you're calling in some crazy rager party that's going to actually cause damage to the city and is actually way too loud and whatever, right? These are some kids with a Star Wars themed birthday party. This is going to be the biggest flop for you ever. This is going to be embarrassing for you. This is ridiculous. I can't wait to see it go down." So at this point, right, the Karen and this mom are completely beefing, and it's pretty interesting. The tension in this room you could definitely cut with a knife. But anyways, everyone's just kind of waiting. They kind of just go back to doing what they're doing while the birthday, because they're kind of waiting for the cops to show up. But they just go back to playing their Star Wars stuff because, I don't know, they're in 5th grade. Why would they care? And anyways, right, so the Karen and, the birthday kid's mom are kind of feuding. They're kind of yelling at each other. Not super loudly, but they're kind of angrily talking. You know the difference between angry talking and straight up yelling? They were angry talking. So when all of a sudden, right, they hear the gate open up a bit more politely than the Karen ever opened up that gate, and they see two officers walk to the back, and immediately the Karen goes, officers, thank you so much. Oh my God, you're here. And the male Karen is like, thank you, gentlemen, for arriving. Like, if you didn't arrive 1 minute sooner, the whole town would have been in flames, or something completely ridiculous, right? So the officers look around, and they're just looking at Star Wars pinata, foam lightsabers, a pool, and a bunch of fifth graders running around having fun. And they're just like, what? So they go up and they're like, who called this in? And the male Karen and the female Karen both raise their hands and they're like, officers, we did it. And they're like, was it like, where's the party? Like, is it down a couple blocks or something? And Karen's like, can't you see? It's right in front of you. This is outrageous. Real quick, comment Karen if you made it this far into the video. I just like to see the names and faces of people who made it this far, and I'll try and heart a bunch of comments of people who do. And also, if you want to support the channel, the best way is by just sitting down and watching a bunch of videos in a row. So maybe later or after this video, just keep watching videos, and in the comment section, let me know what you're doing while you're watching these videos. I'm actually very curious, like playing a video game, are you drawing, do these videos help you go to sleep? I'm really curious. I love reading the comments and just like, I'll heart a bunch of them, whatever like that. And the little final thing I want to say is if you guys like energy drinks and you guys like gamer subs, wait a couple days because I got a cool thing coming for you guys. But anyways, I don't want to spoil anything. Let's just get back into it. So anyways, the Karen versus police versus little kids at a fifth grader's Star Wars birthday party, right? The big menaces, of course. They're the real problem in this town. But anyways, right, the officers are kind of looking at the Karen and are like, ma'am, are you serious? And she's like, seriously upset? Yeah. And they're kind of just like, no. Like, did you call us in saying that there was a crazy party that had an immediate threat to the nearby neighborhood, and this was it? And the Karen's like, yeah, what's your point? And they're like, ma'am, this is a bunch of kids playing at a birthday party, or what looks like, and he points to the presents. And he's like, if they were significantly louder than they were when I walked in, I wouldn't have even cared. But when I was walking in, I barely heard any audible noise. And the kids continue to play like in the pool. Like, kids are allowed to jump in the pool. Kids are allowed to yell and scream and talk to each other and run around. And it's 2 PM, ma'am. Do you really need your afternoon nap that bad? Like, can't you take it earlier or later or just go to bed later? Like, is it really that big of a deal? And at this point, the male Karen is like, look here, son. Like, back in my day, these kids would have been rounded up and thrown in jail. And the officer's like, sir, I really don't think that's what happened. He's really like, I really don't think that was a thing. He's like, are you disrespecting my authority? And the officer's like, authority? He's like, yes, respect your elders and listen to everything we say always. And the Karen's like, yeah, lock them up. And then immediately the male Karen and the female Karen start chanting, lock them up, lock them up, lock them up. Lock them, and they're just pointing at the kids, and the officers are so dumbfounded that these 2 old people are chanting, lock up these kids for just having fun at a birthday party. At this point, the parents start getting really mad, and they're kind of mumbling, and they're yelling stuff, and the kids literally, like, Ken is like, kind of remembers part of this, but part of his memory is blurry because he was too busy in an epic lightsaber duel with his friend. Bro, those went so hard, the lightsaber duels. My dad and I used to do those every night. We'd have like the light up plastic ones. It would be like late at night, and it would just be like all you could really see was the lightsaber. That was so fire. That was so much fun. I'd do it again now if I could find them. But anyways, right, so at this point the officers are like, ma'am, like, can I get your name? And she's like, is this for a civic award for reporting the worst crime ever? They're like, no. In fact, we're getting your name so that, like, as a violation, like, for wasting our time. And if you call us again, we're going to have a serious talk. And at this point, right, the Karen is like, this is unacceptable! And balls up her fist and literally starts swinging and punching at the officers. And they're like, ma'am, like, stop this. And the Karen runs away, right? Doesn't sprint out of there, but like waddles quickly. And the male Karen starts blocking the two police officers, like, you stay away from my wife. Right. So this woman just called the cops on a bunch of kids and then started like swinging on these officers, making contact with their face. Bro, pro tip to not get arrested. Don't punch a police officer. Trust me, you'll be better off not doing that. But anyways, right, these two officers are kind of like trying to push through. And eventually, right, the male Karen escapes into her car. And at this point, right, they're both like, Karen drives away. But, the female Karen drives away. The male Karen is still there. At this point, all the kids have stopped and they're like, oh my God, it's a fight. Let's go watch. So everyone like is looking around. And at this point, the male Karen is like being interrogated by the police, basically being like, where do you guys live? He's like, I'm not saying anything. He's like, sir, like, if you cooperate, it'll be like it won't be as bad. And that's when one of the parents says, I recognize those people. Like, they like cause problems for my cousins. Because they're like, I guess their cousins live in the neighborhood too. Like, apparently they're always like throwing stuff over the fence, being like really obnoxious neighbors. And she's like, I know exactly where they live. So at this point, right, the male Karen's like, no. And the police get into the car and they drive over to where like the Karen is actually at. And at this point, right, the party's completely derailed and all the kids, like, the kid, like, Ken speaks to the kid of the mom who knows where the Karen's lives. And Ken's like, dude, where do these people live? And the kid's like, dude, they only live like 2 blocks away. So all the kids are like, bye, Mom, we'll see you later. And the parents are like, wait, no. All the kids like start running down in that direction. And they run down there. And once they get down there, the police are already there and they're knocking on the door. Police officer's like, ma'am, you cannot assault one of us and then run away. That is literally unacceptable. And she responds back, I am your elder. And I don't need to listen to you. And also, I am a woman, you should respect me. And this is very disrespectful. You know it's important to be courteous to ladies like myself. At this point, the officers are like, ma'am, we treat everyone equally here. We're taking you in either way. She's like, no, that's not courteous to the ladies. No. And they're like, ma'am, we're going to have to if you don't open this door, we don't want to break it down. We don't want to cause damage to your property. Trust me, we're going to get, I know that we're going to get, a bunch of nonsense from you. But at the end of the day, we're coming in one way or another. So either you open this door or we're opening it. And she says, you'll have to fight my husband first. And that's when the officers turn around. And the male Karen walks up on both of them. He's like, you stay away from my house or my wife. And he punches one in the face. However, right, you might be like, oh my God, was it a Mike Tyson at his prime knockout? No, it was imagine you tape a pillow onto your fist and you do a slow motion punch in the direction of someone with a pillow on your fist. That was the equivalent of the punch. But that was enough for the officers to be like, all right now. So one of them puts the old guy in handcuffs. He's like, no. He's like, Karen, or whatever her actual name was, like, escape. It's too late for me, my love. You must get out of here. And she's like, no, Steven, no. And you could hear the garage door open, right? She's trying to walk out the garage door when the police officers were right next to it. The door was right next to the garage door, but she thought that she could outrun the officers. So she starts waddling out. She's like, don't do anything that wouldn't be courteous to the ladies. You'll regret doing that. The police officer's like, ma'am, please. Ma'am, please. Come on now, ma'am. Please stop. And she's like, no, you must stop. And she continues to waddle down the street, right? So at this point, all the kids are like, you know what? We're helping the officers. Screw this. This lady destroyed the birthday party. So all the kids, they don't touch the woman or anything, right? They keep their distance. But they basically make a human wall around, basically blocking her in from walking on the sidewalk or turning over to the street. The Karen's like, you evil little children, get out of my way. This is not very courteous to the ladies. Your parents have taught you nothing about manners.
taught you nothing about manners. They should have taught you that you have to be courteous to ladies, and this is not courteous to ladies. And at this point, right, all the kids are just like kind of like screaming and laughing because, bro, this is the most fun they've ever had. They're involved in like a police investigation, basically. So they're blocking this woman off. They're making a human shield. And that's when the officer comes up behind her and is like, ma'am, please make this easy. And she's like, if you put me in handcuffs, my husband. And the officer's like, ma'am, your husband's already been detained. She turns around. She's like, no. And she's like, I'm going to run through these kids at full speed. If you don't arrest. Immediately puts her in cuffs. Boom. And I mean, bro, I don't know what she was thinking when she's like, I know what I'll do. I'll threaten these kids. Okay, bro, the officer's gonna be like, you know what, ma'am? After threatening those kids, I've really come to realize that you're a rational individual and we should have a cordial discussion over a cup of hot tea to decide what will come from. No. False. That just didn't happen, bro. That just did. She got arrested, bro, in the cuffs. Out of here. Karen gets out of here. Anyways, all the kids are cheering. The parents rush over because, they were walking over and they were slower than the kids. And they're like, kids, never do that again. Like, oh, that was so dangerous. And the officer goes over and they're like, we should, just from us, from the boys, from the police force, we want to let you know, thanks to these kids, we're able to stop the Karen. Obviously, right, kids weren't necessary. The police officer could have easily got the Karen, but they wanted to make it like a cool thing for the kids.